You know, it's the nightmare before Christmas. It's literally, it's Halloween before Christmas.
But that's just the title.
If it was a Christmas movie, it would be the Christmas nightmare.
Well, that's what you think.
But that's not what I think. It's perspective. See that?
I would say if someone asked me, is it a Halloween movie or Christmas movie, which I am asking myself,
sure,
I would say it is a.
They said
Oh, snap, son.
And she heard someone coming down the stairs, and thinking it was one of us. But then one of the cabinet doors in the kitchen started to open, so then she threw
the oak trees, because the branches don't start until pretty high up.
Yeah, 12 feet or higher. Yeah.
So it was able, when it put its hand up, it was touching the first branch.
I'm assuming.
I think it was ready to break another branch.
Yeah. So he's not on the bed,
but even if it was his foot,
it's over there. It's up on the top.
And then it's now all of a sudden it's over there. So how the hell would
it's too small to be his foot anyway?
No, even the crinkles of the fucking sheets.
Yeah,
It doesn't say that there was nothing flat where his indicates his legs. So that's not his legs.
Hey folks, welcome to the Fandom Project, the show where we dive into the geeky side of pop culture with movie, marvels, games, music, and everything in between. Movies, Marvel is what I meant to say. I'm your host, Nick Sebastian. To my right here is Jared J-Rod, a.k.a. Chef Daddy J.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
And to my left here is the pilot of the decade, Falcon himself, Brando Calrissian.
Hello everybody.
You don't know who he is right now because he has a Jason mask on. But that's Brando. We've missed him. He wasn't here last time. He was sick.
I'm back!
And now he just looks sick.
Yes.
All right, brother. How you feeling, by the way? You feeling good?
I'm good. I'm still. It's still lingering about, but I'm doing good. I'm
still
doing
up
good.
in the throat.
Yeah,
still right there, right there.
Little
I can
tingle.
feel it right here, right here.
Little tingle.
Remember that A1 commercial? Where it's like, I feel it right here, feel it right here. You ever seen that?
That's the one.
Is that the only one? So we got a few cool things for you guys tonight. When I say a few, I mean a lot. This is the Friday the 13th podcast.
Oh yeah.
From the Fandom Project. Obviously.
I'm wearing this because I don't want to get sick.
Oh yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. And Brandon just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, hey, I got the one too.
I'm gonna breathe this all over you guys.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it real Halloweeny and real spooky for you guys. Because it is Friday the 13th right now as we record this episode. But, hey, it's still Halloween, right?
Every day's Halloween.
Yeah, every day's Halloween in October. And every day's Halloween for Jared because he's just ugly.
Dang, son.
So, so anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to have some... I want to say fun, but we're going to have some spooky fun for you guys. Yes. We're going to... go over. We're gonna do business first, and we're gonna do fun after. So business will be Loki, obviously.
That's business.
2,
yes.
Episode 1 and 2. We're gonna go over those. We're gonna review those, analyze the plot, character developments, all that good shit. And then Jared and Jared here took me out for my birthday to see The Creator.
Yes.
That new movie there. So we're gonna review that. When we are after we go into The Creator, or after we finish with The Creator, we're gonna get into our spooky shit. I want to do a debate on whether The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie.
No, it's not even a debate.
Oh, it is.
I don't know. Wait.
Already started.
Yeah, we'll wait. After that, we're gonna get into our scary stories. If any of you are listening that saw my Facebook post. You can call in. I mean, no one said anything, so I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. But,
whoever's out there, listen.
Yeah. Everyone that was supposed to call in, hopefully you do. Hopefully when you're watching this, you did call in. But we are expecting some call-ins and ourselves to tell some scary stories.
Oh, I got a good one.
And we're, gonna let ourselves share. And if time allows, I have a nice creepypasta that I'm gonna read while we wait for calls, or do whatever the fuck we're doing. If we don't get any calls, then I'll just read it in its entirety, and we'll go over our scary stories.
I have a question about that creepypasta.
Do you know what a creepypasta is?
Just explain.
Okay, so creepypasta, I understand why you don't know, because I barely know. And it's like, I don't know if I just didn't catch it or not, but I don't know when it came out, but it's a newer thing, I want to say. I don't know, comment down below if it's not as new, but I'm 33. Brandon
Don't
is
even
a little
ask
older,
me about age,
so,
goddammit.
So, I mean, I am a millennial, so I don't know. But, like I was saying, a creepypasta is some kind of scary story or, some kind of true crime, something like that people have put on the internet for other people to read. Like it's usually like something that's kind of written in a true crime fashion, or not even true crime, true fashion.
Okay.
So like
a documentary kind of style,
anything like that, or a journal kind of thing.
Journalism,
because it's usually read.
Yeah,
it comes from the saying copy pasta, which means copy paste.
You know, it's funny. I've heard that, but not a.
So
I got you.
All that means is to like copy and paste the story from the internet, or just a summary, and it's a copy pasta. So creepy pasta would be that in a creepy fashion.
Pretty neat.
There's one I read like a couple months ago, dude, that was fucking scary as shit, and it involves SpongeBob. I'm sure.
Well, you do get scared easy, so
yeah, I do get scared pretty easy.
I can imagine.
But it's pretty fucking crazy. I'm sure if anyone knows of that one, it's kind of famous. Kinda. I don't know how famous it is, but I do see it every now and then, like other people talking about it. So it should be pretty cool. Anyway, I'll read that while we wait for callers. If we do have callers, wait for them to get their shit together and call in. But
get your shit together.
If no one does call in, then I'll just read it in its entirety.
That's how much we love you guys.
Then, excuse me. After that, we have Halloween trivia. We actually have a listener. I'm gonna get your name after this recording, and I'm gonna throw it up in the info or in the description or wherever. I'm going to shout you out for sure, but we have a listener that actually sent us an email with some Halloween trivia that knew about our Halloween cast. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So we're going to go over a little Halloween trivia after our true crime, cryptid sightings, supernatural, scary story.
All right.
Bang. And that's it. Yeah. We do have some podcast news for you guys.
Sure.
Obviously, we're getting into the holidays here. And unfortunately, or fortunately, if you hate us, we are planning to take a little hiatus. We're going to do a holiday hiatus, as I like to call it. It's going to start after this episode. The next episode is going to be the epilogue. This episode is as good as episode as any to kind of be on our flight out. And then we're going to end it with a bang. We're going to, it's a nice Halloween episode. We all love Halloween. Mm-hmm. And we're going to come back next week for you guys with... Actually, also, this is a great episode to do it, too, because we have our first episode of Hot Takes and Screen Bites.
Yes.
With Brando here.
Yes.
So we get to get that out, get our first episode with that, our premiere. And we're going to leave you guys hanging. Sorry, but it is the holidays.
Hanging on a high note.
Yeah, hanging on a high note.
Yeah.
So... after this episode, we're going to do a little epilogue. We're just going to come into the studio and fucking crack open some beers and just chill, talk. If any friends want to fucking call and chill, or any friends want to come over and chill, Augie will still be here. Maybe you want to come by, and we'll actually mic you up this time and,
kind of like the first time we did podcasts. We just kind of did this and just hung out and chilled.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have the correspondent make another
Fuck.
appearance.
No, gotcha.
Oh, gotcha. He's not. Gotcha. So yeah, we're gonna do that for you guys. So be expecting that for the next episode. And also be expecting a hiatus after that episode. We don't want to just leave you guys hanging. We don't want to give you guys the news for this episode and then this be the last fucking episode. You're like, right. What the fuck? Agreed. So that is going to last until next year. But we will come back with a bang. That news will be saved for the epilogue. So what we are expecting to do when we come back will be, you guys will be notified or informed of that,
and we'll be recharged for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's definitely some cool shit. I think. I mean, I know it's my idea, but I think it's cool. Shit, I want to toot my own horn here. It's definitely something people like to do at the beginning of a year. It's a beginning of year. Festivity or
kind of like the analog from like Marvel when they do their annual freaking comics. Mm-hmm. They just throw everything out at once and boom, there it is.
It's definitely a what we have planned when we come back for the new year is something that most media people or actors or music artists do in the beginning of the year for the last year, to kind of give the last year a little last hurrah. So we're going to be doing that. I don't know if you guys understood what I said. I feel like I didn't. Does anybody understand what the fuck I'm saying?
You were talking so much.
Anyway, so let's get into the fucking episode. The Fandom Project episode 15 is starting now. Let's get into Loki season 2, episode 1. Jared, what do you think about it?
I'm excited to talk about this because
right.
I don't know what happened.
What do you think about it?
Who's that?
How'd it go for you?
You know what?
I'm just playing.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say I have had a bit of the Marvel, overload. So I just haven't been on it.
I can feel you.
Although Loki was my favorite series from Disney Plus. With all the other Marvel shows they had. Followed closely by WandaVision.
Yes.
But I just didn't find myself wanting to I need to make sure I watch this.
Yeah. And it's
you feel lacklustered from that, right?
Yeah.
And then from what I've seen already online, seems like a lot of other people feel that way.
It actually surprised me, dude, when I watched it, because I felt the same way. I'm like, fuck, Ant-Man was the last one. I'm like, wait, was the last one Ant-Man, or what was the last
Guardians
one?
of the Galaxy 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yes.
which was amazing.
Yeah.
So, you're kind of like, fuck.
But as far as the storyline, Ant-Man Quantumania was the storyline going into Loki.
And even then, dude, with those last two, you're still kind of burnt out.
Yeah, left out without a dust for sure.
Yeah.
Burnt out is good.
And then we have this shit that was going on with Jonathan Majors, and you're like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Is he gonna be there or not? But I think Loki definitely fucking
redeemed itself.
Yeah, it gave us what we wanted to see.
Okay,
for sure.
Kind of like Guardians did.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon, what'd you think of the first episode, dude?
The first or the first two? The first
episode. We'll start with the first episode.
Okay, the first episode. I liked it. It kept me intrigued with what's going on with the new Marvel. I mean, I have to say though, without a doubt, you have the Golden Globe motherfucking winner, Kihei Kwan, fucking
dude.
Data.
How about that
coming
scene?
out?
How about that scene when he got introduced?
Yes.
That whole the way they were speaking between time.
Yes. And he just goes like,
dope,
I'm sorry, and he just plays this quirky
Kihei Kwan,
fucking maintenance dude.
Kihei Kwan is. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I have not.
You've seen this guy. What else was he?
Oh, he's fucking Goonies, bro. He's fucking Short Round.
I know exactly.
Short Round from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
exactly
if he didn't have a New York Yankees hat on,
he's in Loki.
yeah.
Wow.
He plays one of the main characters.
Yeah, he's like sort of like he's like the maintenance guy for the TVA. I'm not sure if that's exactly what his title is.
Some of the sort.
Something like that.
His opening scene is definitely like. It's like a really you could tell they know who he is because he had an amazing year last year.
Yeah, he won the gold.
Yeah,
and he just came back to acting too.
Yeah, just came back 30 years. Yeah, didn't come back.
It's definitely they know what they have and they worked with him for sure.
Yeah,
I do have a prediction, and I'll say it whenever you're ready. But yeah, I do have a prediction about it.
First, tell us what you thought of the first episode. Let's analyze the plot a bit. And then we'll get into predictions. Yeah, I don't have any, but
I love it, man. I love it. I love the way that it's set up, the tone of it. It just picked up right after the last season.
Yeah,
it went right into it. It was so fucking cool.
Right, fucking into it.
Yeah, it wasn't like no doubt. It was like cutscene, boom, right into the next season, and. The way they set the story for the future, you don't know what's going to happen. Every episode is a cliffhanger, and that is where Marvel separates from all other shows is the cliffhangers, And they want you waiting for that last end scene to give you an explanation, and then they give you and it's like nothing. It's like what the. Okay, I gotta watch the next one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
and they obviously they knew what they were doing. I feel like they kind of knew that Marvel fans were a bit burnt out, and they're like, "Fucking watch this." you
Oh,
know?
here's my big 7-inch fucking.
Hold my
Yes,
beer.
yes, hold my
big
beer.
Hold my beer.
7-inch pencil. Yeah, dude, I really enjoyed how they, where they took it, definitely. One couple things I want to mention about the first episode. Not only the opening scene with Kei Kwan, but also going back to the characters that were in the first season who now know everything that's happening with He Who Remains and what they choose to do after all that.
Right.
Because they go through every single character. It's not by themselves separately, but there's
See the
different
reaction
scenes.
or how they handle it.
And Loki himself is kind of in limbo. And he's
can
like,
say that.
yeah. And I just, by the way, I love the fucking banter between him and Owen Wilson, dude.
Oh, the Mobius. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Now,
The
he was my
chemistry
favorite.
between them two are good.
He was my favorite from the
Owen
last
Wilson
season.
is definitely bringing his fucking A game.
Yeah.
For the first 2 episodes, like, it's Owen Wilson, dude.
Well,
you know?
and that's the thing. He's actually had a good year too with with
Yeah.
Loki and the Haunted Mansion. He nailed that.
Do you like Haunted Mansion?
I loved
love
it.
that. Yeah, okay.
It was really good.
I heard about it. I didn't watch it, but I
that's
definitely
good.
heard about it. So, every scene to the end of that first episode was great. It was definitely more of a setting episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Setting everything up
yeah,
for
for sure.
the rest
Setting
of
the
the
stage.
season.
Even the second episode.
Well, I feel like the second episode they're still setting it up, and then at the end is when they're like everything starts.
See, that's the thing with the
curtains
shows.
roll.
The thing with shows like this, like even like with Ahsoka, like the first 2 are just filler.
Yeah.
And just give you a little taste, little sousson, if you will, and then the 4th, 5th, 6th, and then the end. It's going to be 8 episode season.
Yeah.
And then boom, they drop you with the fucking hammer.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not sure how much I enjoy that kind of format though when it comes to these the shows.
You want them to bring the A game for the first episode.
Well, it's like like
Blow your
they
wad
know what
on
we're
one
looking
of
for. They know in a lot of shows, even like Moon Knight, they know what we want to see, and they wait till the last episode and a half to give us what we've been waiting for. And now we gotta wait for a second season.
So think of it like this, like a director's point of view. You got the Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, right? Act 1 is all set up. Act 2 is like the premiere, right, the cusp of the Act 3, and then Act 3 is just fucking bam.
Yeah.
That's how these shows are meant to be.
Yeah, kind of like a movie format.
It is exactly. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I enjoy that, but I also enjoy the whole fucking coming in guns blazing first episode. But that's only if they have content to do that with. Well, I don't want to say content, but like footage or something like that.
Like Ahsoka, they kind of tease you with that badass fight scene in the very beginning. And you're like, oh, this is what I'm getting into, and then
Yeah.
kind of slows down a lot. And
then it doesn't
builds
pick up until 5, 6, 7, 8.
exactly,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong; they knew what they were doing by putting Hayden where they put him in the throughout the series or show, so it kept us interested. But
Yeah, you didn't see shit until episode 5.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
4 or 5, yeah, for sure.
But they give you like little touches of
Yeah, they're
stuff
teasing.
that give. Yeah, it's just all tease.
Yeah, that's kind of
Don't tease people. Don't tease.
You know what it is too, though.
That's why I stopped watching. Actually,
Really?
Well, Disney
This is the teasing,
Disney is probably I think the only streaming. Well, I could be wrong, but they are releasing episodes weekly rather than just letting us binge watch. So therefore, we are having that debate about like whether or not it's too dry or in the beginning or if it's everything's at the very end because we have to wait.
So can I give you a little tidbit on like old school sitcom like endings and stuff like that? Like old sitcom like episodes of shows and stuff like that, they don't really have a set timing on when to release certain things because it's all relevant and it just runs through it.
Yeah.
There's no stop and there's no ending. It just keeps going. It's like fluid,
until
right?
they get canceled or
Right.
They finish the
And
story.
in these kind of shows, there's so much money and production into these shows that they have to do that kind of format. To keep you involved, to keep you invested and going, okay, we got to get these guys going until next week.
Yeah.
Because they got to figure out a very genius way to go, we're going to get you going next week, and then we're going to throw you a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit. And that's just the plot, and it sucks, but...
Yeah, because it changes the story.
Absolutely.
The story they want to tell, they have to, revolve it around a certain tactic like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how it is nowadays. And it sucks, but that's just how it is.
Everyone's mind attention span is so small.
Very
nowadays.
small.
And it's younger kids who are like we were that age when the shit was happening, when we were so fucking excited about, oh, I gotta watch it. I mean, now we're the same way, but whatever, we're
like
little kids.
Like the kids nowadays, like if it's not interesting to them in the first 6 seconds, then they're not gonna be. Their attention span is very small.
Yeah. So,
No knock.
The first episode, I feel like without spoiling anything, I feel like it's a decent episode, decent plot. I mean, they're setting everything up. They introduce you to all the characters. They did give you a recap. And then they ended on a good cliffhanger. And then they go into the
post-credit scene. The post-credit scene.
There was a post-credit scene?
Yes, there was a post-credit scene. But again, like I was just saying, like the post-credit scene is not even a touch on what's coming.
Yeah.
It's not even has nothing to do with the second episode. Yeah, it's just something else.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick, you haven't seen the second episode?
I saw. But there's a post-credit scene for the first episode.
There's none on the second.
Oh, but it doesn't acknowledge, like, it doesn't.
There's no tie-in to the second episode. Ooh, okay. It's just something that they just threw in, and it kind of makes you wonder what. That's all they're doing is throwing you in, going, what? What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'll tell you guys this: by the time the hiatus is over, I'll definitely have seen the whole season.
Yeah. So when the second episode starts, we are just like you said, right from the first episode.
Yeah.
Boom, goes right into it. It's almost like it's just like you said. It's like a movie format.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just cut it after they shot the movie. You
Absolutely.
Know what I mean? But how I was saying that they're getting ready to fucking blow our minds with some shit. The first thing that they lead with is explaining what happened with Sylvie and He Who Remains and all that. Yeah. And I don't know if it was the first or second episode, but Loki fucking reveals the King the Conqueror in the back of the wall.
Yeah, the back of the wall.
Was that the first episode?
That was the first episode. Yeah.
Yeah, but
when he's in the war room, he's talking. Yeah.
They kind of go over that again, and
it's Jonathan Major's face. You can totally tell it's his face. That's so
I'm excited for
cool,
that. I'm excited to see him just like in the trailers when they're back and he's doing this fucking old, because they went back to the 70s in the second episode or the first episode.
The first one, yeah.
Was it the first one? Yeah. And the second episode was kind of the interrogation of Agent
X5.
X5.
Yeah.
But when they went back, I'm like, oh, is this it? But it's the 70s. But when they showed it in the trailer with Jonathan Majors, it was more
we haven't seen that
the
yet,
20s or the 30s.
Yeah, it's like back in the days.
And that's kind of how they're setting it up. That's what I want to say is it almost seems like they're setting it up for them to each episode go into a different time and try to find. Obviously, they found who they were looking for already in this second episode.
Yeah.
But I feel like the third episode, they're going to say, we need to look for, we know who.
Or are they looking for that? That's the question, are they really looking for that?
I don't think they know that yet. I don't think they know yet.
They really don't. They really don't.
Only Loki knows it at this point.
At this point, yes. But we know because he's in love with her. That's what he wants.
Yeah. How about that? How they did their little fucking hold hands thing in the second episode?
Yeah.
When shit hit the fan?
I had a debate with my wife about this. And it's like, okay, so who, of all people, Loki, he had to fall in love with himself. And a variant of himself, right? Mm-hmm.
That's Loki.
Exactly.
That's Loki.
Exactly. That's exactly the point.
Yep. I feel like if there was anybody he was going to fall in love with that wasn't himself, it would have probably been Hela. But that's his sister.
What? Yeah, tell me. You got to give me more than that. Come on.
I just feel like she's just as fucking narcissistic as he is. And he has that side to him. But that's his sister, so I don't know what the fuck. No, actually, it's not. It's his sister by adoption.
By adoption, because he's adopted.
Yeah.
That's true, but still, the symbolism is still there.
Yeah, it's his sister. Yeah, that's his sister.
Get your mind straight.
My sister's
little taboo. We got to get a little taboo on this episode.
Speaking, no. That's his sister.
But yeah, that would be the only one, and that's frowned upon. So,
but again, Thor has his son kind of a tendency too. He's narcissistic to a point.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's a different kind of narcissism, though. It's more
vanity,
bravado, vanity, something like that.
Definitely.
I think Loki is more like selfish, narcissistic in its in its entirety or whatever. You know
In
what
an
I mean?
evil way, as opposed to
Yeah.
being the good way.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Let's see. We went into. I feel like we can't get into the end of the second episode. Not very much. Let's hear your prediction.
You want to hear my prediction?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Wait.
Tell me then. I
don't-
want to
I
hear
don't
it.
mind spoilers if that's what you're trying to avoid.
No, well, I mean,
No, I mean,
I don't want to spoil it because the second episode.
just
came
dropped
out.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything for.
So we don't really give too much out, but I will say
for the
that
listeners.
Yeah, well, it's gonna
I
come
will
out.
say that after the first, let's say, 15 minutes of Kihei Kwan coming and onto the scene, it's like you have this guy who just won an Academy Award. Okay, you don't have big name actors like that just drop in and go, "Hi, I'm so and so," and his freaking acting was awesome.
Yeah.
Like he played that character perfect.
Yeah.
But you don't have that character unless there's a meaning behind it.
Right.
You don't bring those big actors in if they're not doing anything. Say you bring in like Scarlett Johansson. I mean, I'm just using this example. Like she's not going to be in it, but you don't use her and just be like for a cameo
Waste of
or
space.
It's like you don't pay that money to do that. So there's a meaning behind his character.
Yeah.
There's something behind it, and I sat there for the first episode going, "What is it? What is his character?" I understand what his character is as far as the episode I'm watching because he's the maintenance guy, right? But the only thing that I can think of, the only thing is either he's the Beyonder or a Kang variant.
Ooh,
The only two things that make sense to me is he's is either a vision of the Beyonder or the Beyonder himself or a Kang variant.
Now, since I haven't seen it, not even that, but maybe something else that you haven't thought of is other possibility is Marvel and other Hollywood movies or studios do this is they do get these people for one reason, and it's because they get these big name actors to attract people to go see the movie.
Right.
Like the Marvel or Captain Marvel, they had Jude Law play the bad guy.
Play the bad guy, yeah.
They wasted him. you know?
Yeah.
Or even Christian Bale as the what was his name? Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was great in that, but
yeah,
you
he
know
was
they
great,
wasted
yeah.
that. You know, but they also use these big name
To draw
actors
attention.
to draw you in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
There could be that possibility.
But
as
here's the
well,
thing,
too.
though.
Do you
Like
think
with,
he could be Iron Lad? Because he's kind of techie.
I mean, he is techie, but the only reason why I say the Beyonder is because look at how he's like he's the fixer of everything.
Yeah.
Of the time stream and all this stuff. He knows a lot about the time and
Yeah. How does he know all
Right.
this?
how does he know all this? And he's written the
Okay.
book of the TVA and he's
Yeah.
okay. So the Beyonder, if you go back into a little bit of the lore, it's like the Beyonder was like the architect of the Secret Wars, and we're leading into the Secret Wars.
Okay, I see what
We
you're
just finished Secret Invasion, right?
Yeah.
And we're coming into Miss Marvel's, and that's another step closer to the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And there's only one person, there's only one big bad that ties it all together,
Right.
and it's the Beyonder. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear
No,
it here.
It makes a lot of sense. And like I said,
But that's just my prediction. Like, I mean,
very valid too. I mean, it sounds solid. I haven't even seen Loki, and I'm starting to believe.
I was like, holy shit! Like, I sat there for about 5 minutes and going, who the hell could this guy be? Like, who the fuck is this guy? He's not fucking Data wearing slick shoes and a fucking trench coat going fucking pinches the power. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's none of that. It's him being a character, a simple character.
But
in the
I'm
show.
also okay with him just being Ouroboros.
I agree.
Just-
I do.
he's-
If he's that, then
yeah.
fuck yeah. I'm all for it.
That's still a decent fleshed out character.
Obi.
A character that is going to be able to be fleshed out if they do it right. you know
If they
what I
do it
mean?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
OB. Yeah. Yeah. So OB should be pretty dope.
Obi-Wan?
Either way. Yeah. Obi-Wan and Obi-2 might be Iron
A
Lad.
little down in the dumps.
Let's talk about some of our favorite moments. I want to hear what you enjoyed about
yeah.
about the Loki double feature.
something for me to look forward to.
Okay, so I have to say, like,
Let's try minimal spoilers. I mean, you don't have to fucking dance around it. You know,
I don't mind spoilers.
minimal spoilers. Okay,
just keep it minimal.
he was introduced vaguely in the first season. X5. He was a hunter. He was not. They didn't boost him up. He was just like a side character in the first season. X5, like his character now, when they brought him out, it was really cool to watch what had happened after the season had ended, and what was revealed to the TVA, and he did his own thing because he just got enlightened, kind of like the Matrix. He got released from the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's the same concept, and he just went and did his own thing. That was really cool. So X5, he's a hunter. That scene, and then I would have to say, the reunited of Sylvie and Loki.
Oh, the reunion of them. Okay, yeah, that's
Them
right.
and them
That's
being
right.
ready. And I did have a segment in a news that we did about it.
Okay, yeah.
The McDonald's commercial.
Oh, yeah.
You called
Remember
it.
that?
You did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember now.
Yeah. And then that scene when she just kind of looked at him like, and she just dropped like, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome to watch that happen. Really cool.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
I fucked up, boys. I should have watched it.
I feel like my favorite moment, my all-time favorite moment from these 2 episodes was the reunion of Sylvia and Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has to be.
You see, obviously, they kind of explored their relationship in a sense. The last few episodes of season 1,
Yeah.
and you can tell how much he felt for her.
Fucking both of them did.
Yeah, you didn't know for sure
Till the last couple episodes.
until this last episode.
Oh,
Until
yeah.
episode
Even
2.
so. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know, like, in the last couple of episodes of season 1, but, I mean, it's still kind of up in the air, like, I don't know, it's Loki, dude. Like,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But, you see the way he acts when he sees her for that reunion.
Yes.
I cried.
Did you?
I cried,
So
yeah.
now there's no doubt about it at all.
No, not at all, dude.
You don't sit there and say, well, it's Loki, so I don't know. No, now you know.
Okay, it's okay, Big Papa. You can lie.
And
You
it's
can
that
cry.
whole, kind of like a star-crossed, no, I don't know if it's star-crossed lovers, but it's like,
Like a forbidden love kind of deal?
well, not even that. It's like like an ex-girlfriend who you still are in love with, who you guys are still both in love.
The white buffalo.
And then you see her again,
White buffalo.
and you're like, what? She's like, what do you want? Like, she's like, are you gonna order something?
Are you
Or
gonna
you're
order
just
something?
Fucking sit
Oh,
there?
it's so fucking cool when she was.
Jesus Christ.
And they had the 80s fucking retro fucking McDonald's uniforms going on. And she's like, oh, do you want a chicken nugget? Like, there was only like 10 items on the menu.
And she was still her hard self. She's a variant of Loki, so it's like
she's
she's like
Loki.
what? And until she finds out when X5 is like, okay, I need to tell you,
Yes.
we might die. And she's like, she doesn't waste time. She pins him up against the fucking car and enchants him. Like, figure out, okay, what's going on?
What's going on?
And then,
And
then,
then she knew.
she's in it. She's like, fuck, okay, let's.
All right, yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Even
But,
though
yeah.
Loki told her. He was like, yeah, I told her.
Yeah, but she was still pissed.
She
at
didn't
him.
know. Yeah, she didn't know.
She
because
knew. I'm sure she knew. I'm sure eventually she would have warmed up and been like, okay, what the fuck? do
What's
you need?
really going on?
But
Yeah.
she was still in her mourning
Pissed
phase.
off,
Yeah,
yeah.
pissed
As a
off,
lot of
yeah.
women need to do, they need to just cool down.
Yeah.
Need
Give
to,
it-
Yeah,
Yeah,
refresh.
give her a second.
There was somebody else.
Yeah, so that was my all-time favorite moment. And if I had to pick another one, it would probably be the fight right after that. Yeah, when they go and stop the TVA.
The
from doing their
TVA?
thing.
That was cool.
Yeah,
That
and
was cool.
and that whole scene after that was sad as well.
Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah.
they're like, all those people. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, and then they all just are staring at the timeline, just going,
Yeah.
okay.
I
There's
like-
thousands of people dying.
I like B-15. Is that her name? B-15.
The
black girl?
Yeah, the main hunter.
Yeah, I like her character now. I think she's now her regular self. You know,
She's preaching the gospel because in the first season she was just strictly by the book.
Yeah.
Working for the.
TVA.
and
Yeah,
she trusts Loki and Morbius.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that was Loki. I think it was just like I said, definitely, not surprisingly because I did expect it, but it did its thing, dude. It definitely they came hard and then they came very.
Do you have any predictions?
They
as
came
well?
hard and they came in
They
a sock.
came low.
Came all over the place.
Do you have any predictions on the show?
No, really, not yet.
No?
I didn't
You
really
didn't take
do
that
too
same
much.
segment like from Ke Kwan, like his appearance. You just thought he was just another character.
I was just enjoying his character, dude. I was enjoying
Just in
seeing
fun?
him. I was like, oh fuck, like
fucking Data.
Yeah, I was just enjoying his character. And like I said, I'm okay with him just being
Being who he is.
Ouroboros. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
OB.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I just couldn't do it, man. Like I saw him going, what the? there's something. There's got to be something.
Could be, dude. I mean,
Maybe I'm overlooking it. Like,
well, you are coming off of a win from that Ahsoka prediction.
Exactly,
So,
I was
you
gonna
know.
say that.
but nobody has that. Nobody knows that yet. But still, like,
But
I
it
mean,
does have a little influence on.
Yeah.
You're on a roll, so
damn,
Yeah,
son.
exactly.
Damn, you're here first, right?
So yeah, we heard it here first, guys. Here you go. We're recording, right? Yeah.
Are we?
So let's get into the creator.
Oh, the creator.
I feel like so we'll go over the plot summary. I don't know if you want to do with or without spoilers because it has been out for what, about a week and a half.
I feel like spoilers should be all right.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
So we'll do with spoilers.
But I mean, if it's okay with Brandon,
And Augie,
Spoil away, brother.
What do you think, Augie? You plan on seeing it?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it, but I don't mind spoilers.
okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
I'm cool with that.
Augie is
away.
the guy in the corner.
He's on the
couch.
chilling.
The guy on the couch.
He's our live. What was it? Our live audience.
Yeah, you'll hear from Augie when we do our scary stories. Apparently, he has a good one.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. We'll do with spoilers, and then we'll discuss the cast, the director, because I know we were talking about the director, and I actually looked him up, and I there's a couple things that he directed.
Yes, sir.
And just the production quality, if it was up to par, and what we thought about it. Weta Digital is who did that animation. Quick pop quiz. Do you know who Weta Digital also animated?
No.
Well, you guys wouldn't know because you hate the movie Avatar.
I fucking hate that movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
they animated Avatar, so and it shows.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
It definitely
makes
shows.
yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
gonna
Makes
say.
sense.
Great production quality from Weta Visuals or Weta Animation.
Outstanding.
Yeah, they're definitely a great fucking animation studio. That's for damn sure.
I got plenty to say about that too, but we'll talk about that when we get further in.
Then we'll give it a rating. Yeah, we'll give it a rating out of 5.
Yeah, 5's fine.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right. So I'll start the plot and just kind of, be my wingman.
Yeah. Help guide you.
So right off the bat starts. I'm not gonna go over the whole movie, but I'm gonna start at the beginning. Starts at a scene. Well, first of all, it starts with a little like a title, like a little. It's a definition, and it's Nirmata. The word Nirmata, I think it's Nepalese, and it's Nepalese for the mother.
The creator.
The creator. Yeah, the creator, yeah. And it's Nepalese for the creator. So Nirmata is a name that obviously you want to kind of keep in your head. And right after that, it goes straight into a very serene beach.
Well, it shows a montage of how AI
yeah.
developed and how important they are to society now, and what they've, how they've impacted us, and how much we rely on them now.
Yeah.
And it shows them from like the 1940s, the 1950s.
Oh,
and
yeah, they did that. Yeah, they started with old footage of like 70s grainy footage of kind of where we were in like the 90s.
Or even
that's
like
where they
landing
were
on the
in
moon
70s.
shit.
Yeah.
Like how back in the day, like
yeah,
we're
it's-
talking about the 50s.
Their whole, even before that, because their whole thing was we were still in the same kind of race to where we are now, timeline.
Okay.
But we started so farther back, like in the 20s.
We were
We're
already
behind.
ahead of our time.
We're behind, yeah.
Like the Industrial Revolution started, way earlier than
So it's
it
got
did
history,
in our time.
like history value to it.
Yeah.
That's
And-
cool.
Just to
I like
get
that.
just to give you the idea of where we're at now with AI and the whole
Yes.
what ends up happening is that AI has become so developed that there was in modern day, I don't know, is this in modern day?
Yeah, this takes place in
So in modern day there was
Well,
maybe like
kind-
5 years ago or so.
near future.
Yeah, and around our time, we'll say, there was a nuclear explosion in L.A. and they blamed the AI
AI,
for that.
Yeah,
so now-
Terminator style.
At the beginning of the movie, we are told that it was the AI who nuked LA. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So so now the United States have pretty much there's a war against AI, but it's only the United States. Obviously, they bombed us, and so these AI have now they fled to China, New China, and they reside
New
there.
Asia.
No,
New
is it New
Asia.
Asia?
Yeah.
Okay. And they fled there to hide
Because Asia, obviously,
Combined
Japan
forces.
and
They all
and-
just came in one.
Well, Asia like in our society now, in our timeline, is obviously a lot more of a what would you say, technological giant compared to us. You know,
Well, yeah.
they're more technologically advanced than we are.
Sure.
And that goes the same for in this time frame. It's kind of like a parallel universe.
Sure.
And obviously, all the AI and all the robotics fled to Asia because I'm assuming they were more technologically advanced.
Well, the U.S. are the only people after them, so they were able to be safe with in Asia and all that, and so they were working with each other as well, just to live normal lives, and that's how advanced the AI is that they really feel and look like normal human beings. Not all of them do. Some of them actually look like full-on robots. But they have the feelings.
They have feelings.
And there are certain scenes in the movie where you'll see the main character. What he does is he goes out, like his job, I guess you can say, is he'll go to, ground zero where the nuke hit, and they're still clearing out, debris and all that. And him and this his partner, who's this girl, they're cleaning out a car, and they see a robot in there, and the robot like starts wigging out because it's supposed to be dead, from the whole explosion. And it starts like malfunctioning, or like it's got this thing
waking up pretty much.
Yeah. And he's talking about, I don't know if it's his kid or his wife, and he's like, it's so real and so human, which I give credit to the editor about that too, by the way. And the girl he's with, cleaning out the rubble, witnessing this robot flip out for a second before the main character decides to like snip him and pretty much dead end his life. Yeah. She's kind of having like a PTSD kind of thing. Like that was real. Like he's real, and he's like, no, it's fake. He's what was the thing he said?
Yeah, there was a underlying. There was a kind of like a callback that happened towards the end of the movie. It's like it's not real. It's just a program. It's not real. It's it's just bolts or it's just whatever.
Yeah, he's telling this lady because it dead on. Like it's a very captivating scene too. And you see this robot panicking about another person he loves or whatever, and that's all he says is like it's not real. He's not real. Those emotions aren't real. It's just a program. Yeah. So it's kind of giving you the idea of like
it's kind of like
the
Tron.
U.S. Or exactly, a lot like Tron.
It's like the typical the guy that doesn't believe, but then towards the end of the movie he believes. You know, it's kind of like.
Do you think they're gonna have a part 2 to this movie?
And that's
we'll have to get into that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So
jump ahead.
Kind of all
I'm
in
a frog,
the
and you're a
that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that.
That's kind of all in the setting, definitely. And towards like we'll say the second act, as they start getting into the second act, he goes back to because he was once a in the army or in the marine
armed forces.
Sure.
Secret agent.
Yeah, he was like some kind of secret agent, special ops,
CIA spook.
Yeah. And
not that.
I'm gonna add a couple things.
Yeah.
So what was her Narmada?
Yeah.
Narmada in this movie was the creator of the most intelligent AI, and so the U.S. now that they're at war with the AI, their main mission is to find Narmada and kill them because they're the ones that created the, what's going on now with all the new AI and all that. Yeah. So our main character, he is right now undercover trying to find this Narmada, and that's where Nick was.
Who's the main character? What's his actor's name?
It's Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington.
John David Washington.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I just found that out when I watched the movie that it was
great
his son.
actor.
Yeah, great.
That's good actor.
And he really is. Yeah.
I just found out he was actually played pro football.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was a running back or a halfback, or a fullback, something like that. So, like I was starting to get into before Jared so rudely interrupted me.
Good question,
no,
Jared.
But before he kind of got me on the track there, how it starts is after all that happens. This is all kind of after this scene that I'm about to explain. We kind of gave you like a little setting onto the setting.
Sure.
But this scene was so fucking beautiful. It starts on a beach, obviously in New Asia, and he's laying down with this girl. And they also explain what they call simulants, which are like AI full face, like human faced robots.
Face off.
Yeah, like artificial intelligence.
Kind of like
type
AI
shit.
now, like they're giving.
I mean,
their
it's getting
likeness
it's
away.
pretty damn close to it.
Yeah, and that they call them simulants. So
is
people
fucking
with
scary.
the human faces are simulants, and the regular robots are just robots. I don't fucking know, but
AI.
So you're already introduced to these simulants, and you see John David Washington in bed with a woman, a girl, and she has this tattoo that almost looks kind of like robotic, and just it's just like
Definitely a symbol.
yeah, some kind
Like
of
just
symbol.
symbols kind of deal.
Yeah, just like a symbol. And I feel like what they're going for is they're wanting you to think that she's a simulant. That's kind of the feeling I got from that. Well, what happens is they end up getting raided. And you're like, fuck, what's going on? What did they do, you know? And he's like helping her to get out. He's like, we got to get out of here. You know, we got to go. And, eventually they start coming in on him. And he tells her to go upstairs. Like, go upstairs. By the way, she's pregnant. Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's a big drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all you know as right now is she's pregnant.
So
They're talking
okay.
about the
So
baby or something.
if she is an alien or not alien, but an AI, how is she able to procreate?
Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of. I feel like they just kind of started the scene that way just to kind of make you get into that mindset. Like,
Okay.
is she not? And then they unveil the baby. Like, then he starts
did
talking
they?
about it. And then they unveil the fact that they've been together for this long. And then they unveil that they're married. Like, it goes from here to here to here to here. And then they start getting raided. And then you find out when he sends her upstairs that he is working for them and he's undercover.
Oh
By
shit,
them, he
doesn't
means
know.
That's a
the
double-
U.S. The U.S.
Yeah, the U.S. is invading.
double twist right there.
Yeah. And he ends up sending her upstairs, and he's like calling, like, you got to call it off. Like, I'm about to find Nirmata. Like, he is on a mission to find
He's
Nirmata.
on a mission.
The
Yeah.
biggest mission.
Yeah.
The mission of all missions. And while he's telling him on the radio, she comes down, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, I thought you were out. And he's like, didn't know what to do. And
Oops.
she ends up taking him, and this goes on. Well, she ends up leaves
That's
him there, and
when the Chinese, the AIs
yeah,
come in.
the AI. Well, the AI
They
owner is
found,
with them. Yeah, he's undercover as one of the AI combatants, or what would you say, like alliance? He's
He's part of
allied
the-
with the AI.
Yeah, exactly. That are in New Asia.
Yeah. So she ends up leaving, and that's the setting scene.
So who's AI'd with the allied with the AI?
John David Washington.
So
is
he's
undercover as.
So he's
that.
he's undercover for the AI.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's,
it's like a
it's such an
betrayal scene.
intricate scene, dude. It's just the fucking setting. Man.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. That,
So
there's a lot of twists and turns in that.
Yeah, just that one scene.
So how long do you say that was entailed from start of the film when you first see the opening scene to that point? How long?
Like what? Half an hour? Not even.
Like
15 minutes. The
10,
first
20 minutes,
so the
yeah.
first act is all that.
That's actually really the first.
That's not even the first act.
That's
I'm
barely
more-
the prologue.
Well, no,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure that's the prologue, bro.
prologue.
That's absolutely
Because
crazy.
they even when that scene's happening and you see the U.S. invading, you see this big old, almost like a T-like structure in space, and it's scanning the water. It's scanning all of the land.
It's looking for the
and
shit.
it's looking for the AI.
Yeah.
And so he gets his cover blown because the U.S. are invading, and he's yelling like, "Get him out of here! Like I'm almost done."
Yeah.
And with the AI now notice, or they found that the U.S. are hunting them down. They're fleeing with this girl. You can see the scanner thing trying to track them down. And you want to finish?
Yeah, it's like a big, super big ship in the sky, and it has these lights that come down and scan. And they built it specifically to find AI.
Yeah.
And it scans everywhere, and they have missiles on board. And it ends up seeing the AI fleeing, and it sends a missile down and fucking blows her up with all the AI.
That's crazy.
So that's the beginning scene.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Prologue.
Yeah, prologue. I would
That's
say.
fucking nuts, dude.
So yeah, eventually, we have some more. We go through some more scenes and what he's doing and how he's coping with it, and they come back. The
5-year jump.
Yeah, the Marines come back, or wherever he was, Spec Ops comes back and was like, "We need you for another mission." And then they're trying to get him. He's like, "No, I don't do that shit no more, dude. Like I'm done." And then what do? They show him a video of his wife alive. It's like, we just saw this, and she's still alive.
You
So,
some bitches.
So they get him on board. he goes to this base that they have that they're trying to still find Armada, obviously, and in the base there's a secret weapon, and they're like, we need to find that weapon, we need to get rid of it so they don't fuck us up, pretty much. Well, that secret weapon ends up being a kid, and it's a simulant kid, which is a AI with like a human AI, but these simulants have like some kind of wheel, like a rotary
type deal.
That's how you can tell the simulants from regular humans.
So when I saw that on the previews, I was like, I have to admit, I mean, my mind is a little fucking warped. But to just look like somebody skull fucked somebody, like they had just hollowed out the side of their head and just like, and this is put like some implant.
Just throw some fucking skateboard trucks in there.
Some cyborg shit to make you fucking look like you're fucking.
Yeah, dude. They end up finding a kid there, or they're supposed to find a weapon, and movie magic, or it's a movie. So he doesn't know what this kid is. He's like, "Who is this kid? He's the weapon.
Yeah,
haven't you seen Terminator? He's the weapon."
Right.
So,
I got a lot of that. Yeah.
And then it turns into that whole, guy finds the kid and takes him everywhere because they're chasing him because he has the kid.
Right.
Kid, he kills people for the kid and
starts caring for the kid.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like yeah, so it turns into that, but I won't tell you the whole. Synopsis. But it carries on with that for the second and part of the third act, and eventually, him starting to care for the kid kind of sways his decisions, and I think it just the whole wrap up of his character development, the kid's character development.
The story itself.
And the story itself just kind of...
I have to imagine that the kid has some kind of big part into it, too. Like, she did some shit.
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah, like, because she's AI, right?
And and it's a girl, too, and it kind of looks like a boy, but
I thought it was a boy.
I don't know. To me, it just looked like I said.
Yeah.
So, like, when you said, too, Brandon, like, is there going to be a sequel? That's what me and Nick had discussed, like, why we liked it so much, because... how the story developed, how the characters developed. It was literally, which is rare nowadays with sci-fi films,
It is.
Or in Hollywood in general. But this movie was a complete film from beginning to end.
So you're thinking they can't end the story without adding another one?
It was definitely...
No, they can end the story here.
The movie ended. Like,
would it be better if they didn't just do another...
No, they would... It would be good for them to leave it alone, but if they can do it, I would accept it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that universe is so intricate and detailed that there is a way that they can totally go off on it. Maybe not the same storyline, but in a story in that universe.
Sure.
But the fact that they were able to bring a story from beginning to end to a conclusion was great, because a lot of times you see people nowadays, or studios nowadays, trying to milk.
They want to. They want to. But that was the question I was going to ask. Is that being said, like, would they do it in a fashion to where it would make more sense to the viewer, to the people that are invested in the time they spent in watching the first one, and going to the second one, going, what more can we bring to the table? What more can we bring to something that will draw me back to this story?
I'll tell you this. From watching the movie, I got insane feelings of District 9 and Neil Blomkamp's District 9.
Right.
Who's the director of this movie?
It's
Jeff Edwards or something Edwards,
it's
right?
Gareth Edwards?
Gareth Edwards.
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards did Star Wars.
He did Star Wars Rogue One.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he also did I can't think of it right now. He did Rogue One, and
he's got a lot of in-depth in his stories. A lot of the stories he tells is like you were describing. It's all in depth, but he took a lot of different like icons, like pulp culture icons. Like I gotta take from what you guys described, Tron, Terminator, and Matrix, like all of those things and combined into one movie. Yeah, and that's not even just what with the heart, the puppet strings of the daughter and the son is like a lion and cub. I mean, that's an old fucking classic right there.
Another thing about that too, with I was talking with Nick, was that a lot of nowadays, at least nowadays, or even in the past, but sci-fi movies, they like to be a little bit more convoluted to keep you like trying to figure things out.
Sure.
This was
almost like it's forced.
Explaining it to you guys, obviously, it's going to feel a little bit confusing, because you guys, aren't watching it, and we're trying to explain it to you. But at the end of the day, the movie was not that confusing at all.
I wasn't confused.
It was.
It's an easy watch.
It's an easy watch.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't confused.
It was definitely an easy watch.
Kind of makes me want to watch it. Like not in the theater, but I'll wait until it comes
you
out.
should watch it in the theater though, because the graphics, it was amazing. The
Rated
action
digital.
scenes are definitely stellar, dude.
Yeah.
They were.
Fuck.
I mean,
dude. There's.
I'm waiting for Miss Marvels. I'm waiting.
You
for
really
the
waiting for
Marvels.
that?
Yes.
So there's anyway. There's.
Sorry.
I'm excited for it too. But I don't know.
Godzilla.
Yeah, he did Godzilla 2014.
Oh no shit. Oh, okay. Oh Gary, that was. Oh no shit. I know he did Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I was saying, going into this movie and coming out of it, I immediately thought District 9. I had District 9 in my head the whole
Did you?
fucking time.
Oh yeah.
So when you're saying like the whole, would they be able to do a sequel or would it be forced? I feel like just like with District 9, you want a sequel, but
So do
the way it
that?
ended was like, okay, it even kind of ended on a cliffhanger, District 9, when Chris Johnson went up.
Waiting for him to come
He's like,
back.
I'll come back in 3 years.
So it's like one of
10
those things
years.
where do I have the budget as far as like production
but
company
would
going
they be able
or
to do it? But
do we
if,
not?
but if they don't, it's
Smart
fine.
move.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's left at his
Just like District 9, yeah.
That's fucking perfect, man. Because you know what? That's a happy medium.
Yeah, exactly.
You think
yeah.
about it, it's
Smart
a happy medium.
Yeah.
And it's a smart move. It is, definitely. I like it, man. I mean, I'm interested. I definitely want to see it now. Like,
I'm sure you'll enjoy it, Brandon.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I mean, like I said, I love all movies. If you guys say it's what it is, even Nick when he said Little Mermaid, I had ended up seeing it and I enjoyed it.
And
It was
even
fun.
has Ken Watanabe, I think his name is.
Oh, I love that.
yeah,
Ken
he's
Watanabe.
he's great in that movie.
God, that guy's so good,
Amazing
man.
in that movie.
He is so good.
Yeah, and there's
He's in Godzilla too.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
There's another robot AI, but it's like a more of a actual robot
yeah.
chassis. I guess you would say like he's a robot, and I don't know who does his voice. I was supposed to look it up that night. But he's like his character development is fucking amazing, dude.
His
Was he more
emotional
like-
impact that he has on the viewer or the audience, it's crazy because he looks just like a basic robot, but the mannerisms, I mean, he doesn't have any facial detail or anything. It's just a, block of fucking metal just talking.
Yeah, and
the way he looks, the way he talks,
portrays,
he's real captivating, and you find yourself in the middle of this movie, you're like, oh, I like this guy.
They have to have a one fucking person that does that.
By the end of the movie, you're
You
literally
want
caring
more
about
of
this guy.
them.
Like, oh shit, be careful, don't do this. Like, you're like, what? And it's a fucking robot.
It's the
like,
emotional investment of a movie. I
and
love
they were
it.
able to
That's
do that
good.
without showing the emotional face.
Right.
Nope. And that's why I give the editor, the editor credit as well. That was another thing I was gonna say. Give a shout out for that.
That's awesome, man. I'm in for it. I'm in for it. I'm in for it.
By the way, I just saw this right now. There's a character McBride, the guy who
Danny
who's-
McBride?
No,
Danny McBride?
no, Danny McBride.
What? I'm all in now. Fuck yeah! I'll go see tomorrow.
No, McBride is the character who's hanging out with the general, that lady.
the lady.
The guy with the beard.
Oh yeah,
That's did you ever watch Ozark?
Yeah,
I watched
that's
a few
good show.
That's Russ Langmore from Ozark.
No shit.
Yeah, he's in
okay.
The gay dude.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes.
him?
Yeah.
That's such a good show,
Whoa,
dude.
I did not realize that.
Crazy. Yeah, I
Such
just
a
saw
good
that
show.
right now.
God, that show is so good.
That is a good
well,
show.
yeah, dude.
It's
I
very stressful.
I want to talk a little bit about.
Very true.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that gets my anxiety going.
Anything cartel is stressful. Just being in it. I feel sorry for El Chapo. He's probably
try to get
stressed.
Fuck yeah, Chapo's caught.
For real, man. It's like I try to get rid of my anxiety by watching these things. Like now it's worse.
But I wanted to talk about John David Washington, dude.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure in his upbringing, I saw a couple interviews where he actually was ashamed of who his dad was. He
Really?
He used to lie about when
shadow.
people would ask him, "Who's your dad?" or "What does he do?" and he would use his dad's roles to lie and say, "Well, he's in jail," or he's on a mission.
He's training a cop.
Yeah. He really takes the whole acting job seriously.
Yeah.
More so than like some other actors' kids, and I can't think of one off the top of the dome. But
Well, it's like he's not living off his dad's success.
Yeah.
He's not
You
trying to
think
act like his dad. He's
Tom
not,
Hanks, Tom Hanks, and
Hanks?
Colin Hanks. That's a big one.
Yeah,
Another one,
yeah.
But even then,
Chet Hanks.
Colin Hanks.
Colin Hanks?
No.
Colin Hanks.
We're not saying Chet Hanks. Okay.
No, that's not his name.
No, it's
Well,
Colin
no, it
Hanks.
is. Chet is another son.
Oh,
but-
he has another son.
Oh, it's
Yes,
another
but
son.
no, Colin Hanks is the one that actually took up acting,
Yeah.
and did his thing, and now he's like his own actor. He's not standing in the footsteps of the shadow of his dad.
Yeah, and that's what
He's his own actor now.
Right. And I give credit to this guy, or respect for this guy.
Yeah, I really I don't know why I put Chet.
Yeah, Chet Hanks is a fucking nutcase. That motherfucker is a crazy son of a bitch.
Anyway,
No offense.
Going to so no offense to who?
To Chet Hanks. If you're watching, bud, sorry, man. I don't want to cross you in the streets. You know what I mean?
Call later if you have a spooky
Oh, I know fucking Colin Hanks, dude.
Yeah, Colin Hanks is awesome, dude.
Wow, that's his son, huh? He looks a lot like him. That's
Say,
crazy.
what?
He was
You
in
didn't
Orange
know who
County.
Colin- Yeah, Orange County, man. OC, man.
That's a
really?
trip, dude.
He's in
I don't know that was
Oh
his
my god,
son.
he's been in so many movies.
House Bunny.
The dude is an amazing actor.
I did not know that
He's
was
an
his son.
amazing actor. He's been in Fargo,
Oh,
Jumanji.
he was in King Kong.
He was in King Kong. He's in a bunch of
forgot
stuff.
about
He's
that.
his own actor now. He's
So-
not just his dad's shadow.
Just being, John David Washington, just being who he is, coming
Right.
being in his dad's shadow, like we were saying.
Sure.
I really enjoy the path he's chosen as far as acting and the way he chose to
Go about
create his screen presence.
Do you think that he's gonna continue? Do you? Okay,
Fuck
well,
yeah.
okay. I know that your opinion is that, but do you think another production company would be like, okay, so we know who you are, right? We know you're Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah.
Would you be willing, or could you do this in the movie that we're going to present to you?
I think they would trust him very much, especially after seeing the creator.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they
that's
would.
good, man.
definitely wanna take a
Awesome.
chance on him.
That's awesome review. Jared, no,
Oh, hands down, dude. Yeah,
hands down,
definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
good. That makes me want to see it even more.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's that goes over the cast,
Fuck
the
yeah,
director, the production call. I don't know. Is there any other cast members who are?
Not that
Worth
come to my
mentioning?
mind right now, like off the top of my head. I mean, there was like this, like almost like Arabic or Middle Eastern guy who was like, he was also.
Oh, the cop dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was, he was good as well. There were a lot of actually good actors
Yeah.
in it.
Everyone really had a good
Role.
a good role, and they played it to the best of their ability for sure.
Yeah.
So let's give it a rating. What do you think?
You want to give rating
wanna
out of
land
5? I
on-
think we should change it to 10.
Okay, let's do 10.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Let's do 10.
I'll give it an 8.
An 8 out of 10. Huh?
Yeah.
Solid 8. Huh?
Solid 8, yeah.
All right. 8 sounds good, but because of the story and the way it made me feel, and I did shed a tear,
Oh.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
9.5. Damn, that's strong, son.
And I love District 9 is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Oh, yeah.
That's strong, though.
Just
9.5.
having the ghosts of District 9 keep coming in my head throughout the movie automatically fucking.
That's strong.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that though, because like I was thinking about what you saying that it reminds you of District 9, but to me it's more like not necessarily District 9, but Neil Blomkamp and what he's done. He's done Elysium. He's done
Nice name
Chappie,
drop.
Just his
Yes.
directing
done
style.
District 9
Along the
and-
same lines of what we were talking about.
Everything
yeah.
that he's done is pretty much. It's almost like a tribute to him.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Neil Blomkamp. Yep.
It's more than just District 9.
Yeah. That's fucking dope, man. You guys got me. You guys, I'm hooked. I'm
Nice.
You gotta watch
I'm not gonna
it,
go
man.
spend the money to go watch it in theater, but I will watch it at
Yeah,
home.
no, you're looking forward to seeing it.
I
least
will watch
watch
it
it, yeah.
70. I have money, damn it. 70-inch TV with my soundbar. I'm good. I'll watch
Yeah.
it,
Boom.
I'm in.
Well, I'm glad
I'm
you're
in.
on board to see it, and I can't wait to
I-
hear
I'm actually-
your review on it.
Well, I'll just tell you. Yeah.
So let's thumbs up. I liked it. Thumbs down.
That's how things work.
Thumbs down.
Excuse me. So I think it's time to get a little spooky here. Start with. We'll kick off this spookiness with Nightmare Before Christmas debate. I want to know what you think. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a fucking Christmas movie? You heard it here
Oh,
now,
here we go.
live and in color.
Here we go.
What do you think?
Do we need fucking what's his name? Fucking the guy that comes in. Let's get ready to rumble. Pay him $1,000 to come in and be like, let's get ready to rumble.
And in the blue corner,
Because it's gonna happen,
We all know
dude.
the answer, though, right? We all do. It's common knowledge.
all right. Let's start from here, and then we'll go down to here because I feel like I know exactly. What you're saying. No, actually, no. I feel like I know exactly what you're gonna say, but I'm not.
You don't know where I'm coming from, huh? Okay.
So where do you want to
Fair
start? You want
So-
to start from
Start from
Yeah,
there.
we'll start the debate in the blue corner with a head bigger than his nose.
Oh my god.
The only thing bigger than his nose is his head. J-Ro. Go ahead. What do you think?
It's definitely a Halloween movie.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes, it is, and it's in the name itself. You know, it's the nightmare before Christmas. It's literally, you know, it's Halloween before Christmas. you know?
But that's just the title. Wouldn't
If
it
it
be?
was a Christmas movie, it would be the Christmas Nightmare.
Well, that's what you think.
But that's
but
what-
Well, that's not what I think.
You've
It's
thought-
perspective.
You've thought about that, I'm sure. But wouldn't you think you have a nightmare before you want to finish it all with Christmas? You know, you start with the nightmare, and then you nightmare before Christmas.
Let him finish. I want to hear what he has to say as far as his backup there, because he's saying that there's something.
That's
in
all
the
he
title.
has.
The
What
beginning
else?
song? This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene.
What's the last song?
Halloween.
What is that song? I don't know.
Something to do with Christmas.
Something.
He doesn't even know what it is.
He has no
It'd be a
idea what Christmas
movie if
was.
He doesn't even know what the fuck Christmas is.
He has no idea.
Is
yet.
Jack Skellington Santa Claus?
So, like I was saying, the nightmare before
He's
Christmas,
Sandy Claus.
It's me. What it means to me is he's having I don't know numerology. He's having a nightmare, see, and then he wakes up. No, so Nightmare Before Christmas, the name, right? You start with Halloweeny. This is Halloween. You got Jack,
He's got weenie in the brain.
and then as you go into the movie, you have the main character finding out what Christmas is. First of all, because it's Halloween, because he doesn't know what Christmas is yet. When he finds out what it is, he's enthralled with it. That's all he wants to do is Christmas. And towards, what is that, like the mid-movie? That's even before the middle of the movie.
No, it's about mid.
And everything from then on is all about Christmas. That's all Jack wants to do.
That's cool. And
I
all,
feel like
but
it's Nightmare Before Christmas because
So-
that's the setting.
So you're clearly, obviously, you think it's a Christmas movie.
No, I don't know. It's not my
You're
turn
a little
yet.
heated
It's
here.
not my turn, dude.
So that being said, who's the main character? It's Jack Skellington. Is it Santa Claus? No.
But you're going by the name still.
No, but wait. If it was Santa Claus discovering Halloween, then it would be, Santa. We're following Santa Claus, so it would be a Christmas movie about him going into Halloween.
That would be the Christmas Nightmare.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
so-
hear your logic.
It's a Halloween movie.
But I feel
Okay.
like I watch a movie for the end of the movie. I want to know. I want them to set it up. I want them to get me enthralled in it, and then I want them to end it with a bang. And I can't wait for the end of the movie because the end of the movie is my favorite part of the movie.
Well, not
Okay,
always,
yeah.
not always, not for everybody, but
Not the
I like to
cre-
look at a movie as a whole.
Is it not
I
create-
don't judge one movie by the beginning, or I don't judge one movie by the middle. I don't judge it for just the end.
Yeah.
You take it as a whole piece, and it's a fucking
Well,
Halloween movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what you do, obviously. But I'm just saying, when that's what everyone does, right? When they watch a movie.
It's
apparently not you.
Halloween movie,
You
damn
like
it.
to watch the ending.
What I'm saying is, I mean, yeah, to judge the movie, I take the whole movie, which is a Nightmare Before Christmas.
now? You're only judging the end.
Yeah, because the end is a Christmas movie. No, not even the end.
I said
No, not even the end. The whole middle to end of the movie is a Christmas movie.
It's not just a Christmas because it's in the middle. He's still in Halloween Town. He may have a couple ornaments here and there. That does not signify or justify
But
that it's
because he doesn't
Christmas.
know exactly what Christmas is,
Where
yet,
is
he
he?
wants to find
Where
out.
is he, Nick?
Well, he lives in Halloween Town. He can't live in
Don't
Christmas
get mad.
Town.
Don't get mad. Not my fault. He lives there. But it's Halloween.
You know, I just
Town.
love watching you guys band back to back.
All right, what do you think it is?
I mean, it's so fucking. No, we're not going in order. We're
No,
going to you
you-
now.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, no.
I think it's. I enjoy it as a Christmas movie, but I also enjoy it as a Halloween movie. I'm gonna watch it probably tonight.
So, what's your consensus? Is it?
But
both?
I-
I enjoyed it as a Christmas movie too. Hold on.
So
I-
what is
got
it?
you. I didn't know I get to say that.
I would say if someone asked me, is it a Halloween movie or Christmas movie, which I am asking myself,
Sure.
I would say it is a Christmas movie. Yes,
Oh,
most
my God.
definitely. And let me tell you why. I already
When's the
did.
first time you watched Nightmare Before Christmas during the season? When's the very first time anybody starts to watch it?
Christmas.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
They're gonna start watching that shit in Halloween.
Well, it wasn't even Halloween or Christmas. Patrick just showed it to me. Whenever.
No, I'm not saying the first time. I'm saying whenever it's the season. When do you start
Watch it,
watching
yeah.
Elf, Nick? When do you start watching The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
I watched Nightmare Before Christmas for Christmas. Oh, you're saying because October comes before December?
you can't signify you can't divide that because those are all two different.
Okay,
Christmas
October
movies.
comes before December, so obviously I watch it for Halloween first and then Christmas.
I rest my case. Everybody.
But as I grew older,
The case is not said. The fucking
we gotta hear from
the
you.
gavel
'Cause you're
has
the fucking
not
hype
come.
man over here.
The gavel has not dropped yet.
Well, let's hear
my
from you
gavel
because
dropped.
I can't get shit out because Brandon's not even in the debate yet. And he's,
No,
that's all I
I'm
hear.
listening to you two talking about. I mean, you guys
He's
are.
over there
I love it.
popcorn.
It's fucking awesome. But it's both. It's not one or the other, my friends.
It really is.
It's
You're
not
right.
one or the other. It's both. Both a Christmas and
Okay,
a Halloween movie.
I agree with that. It is both a Christmas
It's both
and
a
Halloween
Christmas.
because
So
we
we
watch
got nowhere
it.
with this debate.
We watch it for Christmas and for Halloween. Right.
You know, there's some hidden facts in that movie, by the way. Do you know that?
It's
There
because
is-
you watched it in the movie theater?
No, because I love that movie. I just saw, and just to be honest with you, just yesterday I saw a sticker on the back of a car that says, "You're too close to me. I will flick my oogie boogie at you." And it's like, dude, that's so fitting. It's so fitting, and it's not even Halloween yet, but still,
But if you know, you know.
yeah. And if you know it, you know it.
Yeah,
But
I like that.
and knowing's half the battle, right? G.I. Joe. No, but no, we're talking about the debate
What were
about
the-
Halloween and Christmas and
Yes,
and
here you are. You're with us.
it's not.
But I
it's
want to hear
both.
about the fun facts that you're going to say.
Oh,
about
the
movie.
fun facts, the Easter eggs. There's some hidden eggs in there. There was a hidden Easter egg of Mickey Mouse in one of the scenes.
No shit.
Where Dr. Finkel, the fucking scientist, Finkelstein, he. In the background, if you look in the back, you'll see a little fucking hidden Mickey when he's fucking going through his little fucking
Really?
lab and shit. And,
Disney does love to do that shit. Yeah.
and then there's another one where Jack Skellington, the iconic fucking scene where Jack Skellington is walking up to the little spiral fucking
the
deal,
hill?
and he's talking and he's singing and he's fucking nobody is me and all that stuff, and it's so
What is
fucking good. But that's just him triumphing over the whole story of the movie. Yeah. I triumphed. I did this. I became the fucking Halloween god or the Halloween pumpkin king, and now I did both. I did Christmas and I did Halloween at the same time, and he did it. And it's him, and then the signification.
the end at when he's
yes
on the
little spiral deal,
the gravestone.
Sally
That's
comes,
like okay. That's
and Sally comes and they meet each other and they film
somewhere
yes,
deep. Yeah, but
that was a signification of him just going, I triumphed over all of it.
But wasn't that the song in the graveyard?
It was
when he's still in the
When he got
Santa
shot
suit.
down.
It was in the beginning.
Yeah, but
and then
I don't think does he walk up that mountain or that's in the first song.
No, there's another song because he gets shot down, then he snaps out of it and he goes to save Sally from Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
He's talking about after he kills Oogie Boogie.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he walks up that mountain
Yep.
as it comes on.
That was a signification of him going, I triumphed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
I saw, I conquered.
Yep, absolutely. But again, my take, it's both. It's not one or the other.
Well,
I didn't know that
there's
was an
no.
option.
We
Damn,
can't
you guys
debate
got
that.
heated. I thought you guys were gonna
Yeah,
be taking a machete and going Friday the 13th on the motherfuckers over here.
I didn't know there was an option C.
It also goes goes towards what you grew up watching it as. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely.
We were a very Christmassy household. You know.
So are we, even though everything's all
Yeah, I know. So are we.
Whoa, look where we're at.
Yeah, us too.
Well, it's fucking Halloween. We're very festive, jackass.
But like Patrick. Patrick was very Halloween.
Yeah.
Patrick from
my stepdad, Patrick. He enjoys a good. He's very scary, I guess. I don't know. He enjoys a good scary movie. Yeah,
I
I
love
don't know what
scary
you
movies.
call a scary movie liker. I don't know.
I'm gonna go see Exorcist 6 on Sunday.
Beginning? Exorcist the
is it-
beginning?
Oh,
Or-
I'm sorry. Did I ruin that, babe? Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. I'm in trouble.
Don't worry. Nick's going to take a while to edit this.
Yeah,
I did
You have already
I
seen
did
it
see
by the
Nun
time this
2,
comes
and
out.
that was the garbage crap I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I don't want to say that. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
even gonna
remember
say
you
nothing
told
about
us
it.
about that. Yeah.
It's garbage.
Okay, well,
Good debate. Damn, you guys are about to really kill each other. Holy shit.
that's not as bad as we've gotten.
Yeah.
Before.
That was
This
nothing,
ain't
man.
shit.
I'm over here just chilling.
Yeah, this ain't shit.
Fuck.
We've debated over shit that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I can see it.
What the fuck? What happened here?
It's fucking Halloween. It's Christmas. God damn it. Yeah.
Well, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
It's Halloween now. Shit, we're gonna call 911.
One time, me and this guy argued over the fact that I was singing techno. Remember?
Oh, shit.
I guess fucking Adri was listening to techno.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, "You don't like techno?" And he's like, "Fuck techno, dude." I was like, "You listen to it all the fucking time. What are you talking about?"
That's not techno, bro. It's not techno, bro.
So yeah, Night Before Christmas debate I think went well.
No, I really did.
Do you? Is there a point that be involved in this?
I
Point is, I won. All right.
I don't think so, my friend.
how about this? Let us know in the comments down below what you think. Is
Sure,
the Night
drop
Before
it.
Christmas
Drop it.
Halloween movie, or is it a Christmas movie, or is it both? If you want to be
both.
Yeah. If you're above 40, then we understand if you say it's both.
Don't be a cheapskate.
So it is now time to get into our break. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna get into some scary stories. We're gonna try to gather some callers.
Yes.
Everyone is fucking bitching out on me, so hey, maybe Mariah, maybe you can. I don't see the point in saying it to the camera right now. She's like, motherfucker,
7 days later, motherfucker.
I called in, remember? Oh, you did. Yeah, so we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, folks, we're back. It's time for scary stories. We do have a caller in the queue ready to go, queued up. Her name is, well, we won't tell you her name. We're going to keep it anonymous. Mystery.
Mystery.
But she is a soldier. She stayed up and she is waiting to tell this story that she has ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hear it's pretty scary. We're going to give her a call right now.
I don't know if it's scary or not, man. Like, seriously, I probably haven't heard
It'd be
this.
scary if
fucking
she
story.
doesn't answer.
I know, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey. We are live right now, and we hear you have a scary story here for us to tell. Is this true?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've got several, but I guess I'll just share a short one.
Oh,
That
okay.
would be
Well, you go to your
alright.
heart's desire.
Give us your scariest.
Give us the scariest one. That's
Oh
what we
gosh,
want.
they're all pretty equally scary. I gotta say, there's 4 or 5 of them that all kind of gave me that gut wrenching, what the hell is happening here type of feeling.
Ooh, okay. I like it. I like it.
So probably, let me think. I have to say, probably the spookiest one was, oh gosh, it's been quite some time ago. Maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, that is quite some time.
We unfortunately had lost our son. And about a year after he passed, we had moved out of the house that we were living in where he passed away into this other house. And I was in the kitchen about 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's dark. About 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm in the kitchen setting up the coffee. So I'm facing towards the outside, the backyard.
All right.
And, across the kitchen, the hallway, I've got 3 other kids sleeping in their beds, in their rooms, and I hear this voice from the end of the kitchen say, "Mommy?"
Oh.
And I turned around, expecting to see my, at the time, 5-year-old daughter standing there. She wasn't standing there.
Oh,
I
God.
went and checked on her. She was asleep. The other 2 kids who were a little older than that were asleep. And that just, it shuddered me because of
Jesus.
what we had just gone through.
Right.
And it just was one of those things where it was like, okay, yes, I hear you. Now just, just
Is this
stop.
immediately
But
after?
No, it's a year.
Oh, a year? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It was about a year-ish.
Let me ask you this, Cindy. This is Brando Calrissian. Could it have been anything?
It wrenched my gut
Hey,
to
talk
know
to
that
the
he was
computer.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of already felt him all the time anyway, but just when he talked to me, and I believe that it was my son, when he talked to me, when he said that, it just, I mean, it startled me, first of all, because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I think I'm in the kitchen by myself.
Yeah.
And it just took my breath away almost.
Cindy,
so that's probably the biggest one.
Cindy, this is Brando Calrissian. Could it have been anything other than like a breeze or something you may have thought of, or was it something that just touched you?
No. It was clearly. I mean, it said "mommy" just as I'm saying to you now. I mean, I heard it loud and clear.
As clear as day.
There were other times in that house. There was another day I was standing in one of the bedroom windows, or the bedroom door, the door frame, talking to my son who was in his room, and over my left shoulder, I heard a voice whisper in my ear.
Oh, like straight up in your ear, like you
straight up in my ear, like somebody standing over my left shoulder, whispering in my ear, and the voice said, "Crazy." I felt the breath in my ear.
What did they say? Say it one more time.
Was it crazy?
They said, "Crazy."
Oh,
snap, son.
And then he said, "Did you just call me crazy?"
And I'm looking at my son. I know it's not him. You know, my son that was still with us. And I turned around to see if it was one of my daughters, and they were both in the other room on the opposite side of the house. It was, that one was pretty scary.
That's scary, yeah. Did you feel the breath?
Like I said,
were you able to feel breath?
I did. I felt the breath kind of on my ear. It was,
Yeah.
That one was pretty crazy.
Are you sure
that
it wasn't your loving husband going, "You're crazy"?
I mean,
if it was,
it could have been my subconscious of him saying it, but he was at work at the time, so he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah. That's, if I could say,
I don't know,
it's
man.
Crazy.
I love it.
Yeah. No,
Absolutely
I've had some pretty spooky experiences around me. I mean, not too much has happened directly to me. Heard a couple of times people talking to me. I've seen shadows and things like that, but those are probably the ones that stood out the most to me.
Wow.
Those are very great spooky stories.
Wow, man.
Those are definitely, that's definitely chill.
And it hits you in the heart, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, Cindy. We know you're getting ready for bed and you're tired, and we appreciate you telling us these scary stories, scaring the shit out of us.
And you.
Now I can't sleep.
Now I can't sleep.
And she can't sleep.
But, all right. Thank you for calling in.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling in. We'll wait till next week, and you will hear your lovely voice on the Fandom Project.
Bye, Cindy. We love you.
All right, guys. You have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Well, fellas, I mean, okay.
That was.
How do you unwrap that?
Well, first of all, I don't know what to say because when that story that she told me that story before.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
No,
that was a spook.
Dude,
I mean, like you said earlier, like that was a heart.
It hit you in the heart.
Yeah, well, when she told me the story before, I don't know if I was maybe a little drunk or whatever. It didn't hit me as hard as it did right now. Maybe listening through the computer, but when she said crazy, I imagine like the hair on the back of your neck fucking standing up.
That's exactly.
Just imagine it. Put yourself in that situation, and then you get, that disembodied voice.
And then not even just that, like the post traumatic stress. I mean, I could say it's PTSD, but just what she was going through at that
Yeah.
at that
Oh, yeah.
at that moment.
Yeah,
at the time.
exactly.
And that's the thing too. Like with these, like with this whole idea is like these stories aren't supposed to be like, you know, some slasher flick or anything
No,
like that.
no,
But
no.
it's like put yourself in her shoes at that point in
Right.
time and feel
Right.
the way she was feeling.
Right.
You know, and yeah, maybe it was something as subtle as that, but you in that situation,
Feeling
like,
that shit
if that happened,
would
like, what
scare the
you-
shit out of you.
Exactly.
I just, yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Very true. Fuck. Woof. God damn it.
Let's keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
I have my wife on the line here.
Ooh.
She
You should have a scare meter. You know, or the scare meter is like right here, right now. And you gotta get to
that
right
was-
here.
This is,
By the way, that
I think
was-
this is a little more scary than I thought it was gonna be. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, you're on live with the Fandom Project. Welcome.
How you doing?
Hi.
So, okay.
Okay. What do I need to do?
All right, you need to tell us the scariest story you have right now. 1, 2, 3, go. But it could be true crime. It could be a cryptid sighting. It could be supernatural. Whatever you got.
What story has scared
Yeah.
you the most? In
At
your
any
life?
time.
Share that.
Yeah. Whatever you got.
Okay, just one story.
Yeah, 1 story, 2 stories. Doesn't matter. If it, I mean, I guess it's just like a 5-minute thing. You know, if you have a quick story, tell 2. You know.
Well, if you think it's good, just let us know.
Okay, fine. One of the stories I can think of, I was a freshman in high school, and me and my sister shared a room. And one night, I was asleep, and I heard someone open our bedroom door. And when I looked over, the hallway light was on, and I just saw like a figure. And it was a figure of a man. And they told me that my phone alarm was going off downstairs. And I thought that was weird, but I got up thinking it was my dad telling me my phone was going off downstairs. And when I went down there, my phone was downstairs, but my alarm wasn't going off. So then I went to the bathroom, and as I was heading back to grab my phone, as I was dead set on my phone, a 3 o'clock alarm went off. 3 in the morning alarm. So then I thought, okay, my dad's just being an asswad, whatever. So then I walked upstairs and went to sleep. And that next morning, I told my dad, why did you do that? You freaked me.
Right.
You freaked me out and stuff.
Yeah.
And he had no idea what I was talking about.
As you do.
And I
my
was
God.
I was like, no, for real, don't scare me. Well, I guess my stepmom had been seeing this man
Oh shit.
in the bathroom, where I went to the bathroom whenever she'd be doing the dishes, because my phone was in the kitchen
Yeah.
that morning. And so whenever she's doing the dishes, she would see a man kind of by the bathroom door. And so when I told my story, that freaked her out. And what was weird was there was 5 girls living there, and all of us saw him.
Oh,
At separate times or
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
times?
Yeah, we all have different stories of seeing this
Same
random figure.
And was he? Did you guys talk about what his size was? Was he around the same size, or
I
was it?
thought he was my dad. I
Yeah.
just saw I don't know.
And you guys all thought he was your dad? He was had that same body type?
Well, when my stepmom saw him, I don't think she thought it was my dad.
Yeah.
I thought it was my dad because it was 2-something in the morning. And there was backlight.
Yeah.
My sister Sarah saw him in her room, but he was digging in her room.
What
What the fuck?
Wow.
My sister Amber was downstairs reading at 3 in the morning,
Dude.
and she heard someone coming down the stairs, and thinking it was one of us. But then one of the cabinet doors in the kitchen started to open.
Oh,
so then she
shit.
threw
I'm
her
out.
book and ran upstairs.
Oh,
I'm out.
wow.
So there was
I'm
a
out.
lot of supernatural
I'm out.
stuff happening.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
that is
last-
terrifying. Mhm. I remember you telling me that, but I didn't know that all you guys saw him.
just the girls.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the
Even
guys
your
didn't
mom.
see
That's
him.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
And then also, I don't know if you guys have ever had sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's healthy.
It's
not.
super outside.
It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's the worst thing. But I remember the first time I had sleep paralysis, me and my sister were sharing a room, and I woke up, and I'm like looking around the room, and I could tell like I can't move. Mm-hmm. And I look over, and there's someone standing over my sister Amber, looking over at her.
Fuck that. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, they weren't even looking at you. They were looking at Amber.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were looking down at Amber, and I'm like looking around my room. I can see my room. I can see the light from outside, like the street light or whatever. And then I tried to like scream and like make a noise or whatever. Mm-hmm. And as I was doing that,
helpless.
I guess it heard me, and so it lifted up from looking at Amber and turned around to look at me. And then as it was walking over towards me, like I woke up, but I didn't wake up. Yeah, so I was like, already awake.
Yeah, it's almost like you were awake the whole time,
and there's nothing you can do.
But like your body was like your mind was awake the whole time, but then your body woke up. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's
sleep paralysis for you right there.
Oh, scary.
Damn. But I would like when I was 21, I would go to like grave sites and like go looking for ghosts. And stuff.
she used to do all that. Like she would tell me that.
I want to go in there and do that. Now I don't.
Go ahead. I'll leave you. I'll let you guys do it. I'll watch.
Yeah, I'll get going.
I'll watch.
That's scary.
I want to go to the Queen Mary.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want to go there. I want to go to Alcatraz.
I'm good with Queen Mary. That's actually cool. I like that.
Yeah. Stay up and walk around the ship at like 3 in the morning so you can find some spirits.
Yeah.
But Nick doesn't want to go.
Well, Nick, you need to just brave it, bro.
I'm down to go.
Now you are.
You're a sissy. Don't
now you are.
To stay at the Queen Mary. I'm down to stay at the Queen Mary.
Stay at the Queen Mary. I ain't staying. I'm gonna go visit and I'm out.
Oh yeah.
Like, no.
She wants me to stay.
Oh, you crazy?
So me, my brother, and my niece are definitely. We want to go look for like a ghost adventure, you know, and we found a place over in Hanford, that was nearby. I guess the hotel is haunted over there, and people do go over there to, explore it or whatever. But it's not that, I guess it's not as popular. But we definitely want to do something like that as well too. So if you want to join us, definitely come. And Nick, better fucking.
I have no choice.
Now I have everyone on the podcast listening to Nick saying that he's going to come with me to the Queen Mary. So you can't go back on his word anymore.
Well, let's just say that Nick's the scary one and you're not. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, good. I hear otherwise.
The scariest.
All right, babe. Well, we appreciate your stories. I know you have many more, but we will save it for next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, babe. Love you. We'll see you and have a good night.
Bye, guys. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so those are two very good scary stories.
Yeah.
I mean, though for both of them got my hairs raised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if my scary story can top those.
No, not mine doesn't either. Nothing compares to that.
Well, what was yours?
Are we gonna? How do you want to do this?
Well, let's do Augie, and then we'll go from Brandon, me to you.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after yours, we'll do the video.
The video review.
Damn, you okay?
We have a ghost on camera. We got live.
Yeah, we have live footage, guys. Live footage of a ghost on camera. And we're not talking about Jared's white ass.
Blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light.
Seen by the light.
That's funny.
You're an asshole. But I still love you.
All right, Augie, want to do your thing, brother? Yeah. So yeah, if we got Augie here, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
All right. Just want to touch down too. Thank you guys for inviting me here.
Yeah, no problem. Man. No problem.
You guys were talking about going to scary places. Winchester in San Jose.
I've been.
Yeah, don't forget about that one.
Winchester Mystery House.
I've never been there, but I heard that place is pretty crazy on the way it's developed and how she did it and stuff.
It was a trip.
It seems like that's an exciting place. Oh, you've been there before?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I was a kid, so I didn't appreciate it as much.
Right.
But now that I've grown older, and I'm like, damn, I want to go back. Of course, I want to go back.
Gotcha.
We should go together. Fuck it.
I'm down.
That's another ghost scary adventure there.
Let's do that.
And then if you go a little more north, you get up to Reno, you guys can get down to Virginia City.
Okay, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
which
where
brings
you're,
to my story.
Ooh, I like that.
Out
Okay.
of Virginia City.
Ooh.
I'm in Reno, from Fresno, born and raised, but lived down in Reno for about 10, 11 years. But I love Tahoe. Virginia City is a nice little town, one little main street.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody goes to. It's been out there since 1800s, long
That's
time
the
ago
old
and stuff.
right? Like
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
wooden fucking
Where-
deals and the fucking Wild West kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Went out there one time 2 years ago, and went with my ex at the time, girl I was with. Went out there for the weekend, spent the night at the Silver Queen, one of the haunted hotels out there, the most haunted hotels out there and stuff.
Okay,
really
it's a
nice
hotel.
place, really good people out there, good food too. We decided to wake up the next day. Let's go get some breakfast. Let's go stop at this little store before they open up. Let's waste some time.
Yeah, kill
Yeah.
some time before
Yeah,
you go to
yeah.
breakfast.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
right,
like a
right.
poster kind of store. They got posters everywhere, signs, whatever you can think of from every genre
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They got them in crates. They got them on the walls. Whatever you think of, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Go in there. We're looking around. We're the first people in there. We meet the owner. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but we go in there, take a look around. It's a two-sided building kind of thing, like it's split off.
Yeah.
So we go toward the second side, and before we go over there, the guy stops us, says, "Hey, you guys into ghost or spirit stuff?" And the next other time, she's like, "No, not me," and she runs straight to the other room and does her own thing, leaves me hanging. So I'm just like, okay, me, I'm into it. He's like, "All right, well, there's a little door over to the side. Go in that other room. Go stand by the door. Looks like a front porch, has little wooden, planks and all that stuff, all that. All right, cool." He's like, "Just don't get on the porch. Just stand right in front of it."
Oh,
all right, stay
shit.
about 4 or 5 minutes.
Right.
Was
Let
there
me.
a reason why that he said stand
No,
by the porch?
he just
He
said.
Just said do it.
Just said
If
do
you
it.
like
And
ghosts,
I'm
if you're a
stupid.
little
I'm
boy,
half
I'm like,
asleep,
okay.
half hungry. I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go stand by the door. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You
Like an
like
idiot.
ghosts?
Yeah, I'm into ghost stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna think nothing.
Free
So
haunting.
I go and I stand there, and girl at the time she's walking around looking at the posters, this and that, leaving her alone. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna stand right here.
Yeah.
Stand there, and I just feel this feeling in my gut. Not my gut, my stomach area. And I'm rubbing it like, maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe I'm just, something's warm.
Right.
I'm feeling a little vertical. So I step back.
A little pressure or something.
Yeah, so I step back a few feet. I'm just like, is it just me? Trying to shake it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't feel nothing. So I go right back, waited a few more minutes, started feeling that feeling again. And I'm just like, okay, something's
Not right.
something, something's not,
Not
right.
right.
Yeah.
This
But I don't
spot.
feel nothing bad. I don't
Yeah.
feel no bad vibes or
different.
anything. So I'm just like, something's, throwing me off.
Something's off.
Yeah.
So, and I'm all into that,
Yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
like that sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
But I go back and I'm walking with her and we're going through the posters. And like I say, some of them are in crates and it's like records. So you
Yeah.
can flip them back and forward
Going
kind
back
of thing,
and
with your
like
finger.
do these there.
All that stuff.
So,
Yeah.
folks, back in the day, there were things called.
Yeah, some,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Here we go. History lesson.
There you go, yeah.
History
lesson.
Fucking lesson.
Those schools. Unless you're a DJ, then you know. Yeah.
We know.
But we go through them. I'm on her left side at the time, and we're going through them. So I switch around and go to her right side.
Right.
So now she's on my left side. So we're just going through them at the same time, and all I hear is like a big old smack at him, and I'm thinking like, man, you must have not liked one of them posters. So what the heck? So as soon as I'm gonna say it, and I'm thinking it, she's saying go, and pushes me out of the way. Get, just go. And I'm just like, what? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I go, I heard it. And she's like, you didn't see it? And I go, no. So we stood there for like a good minute, and I'm staring straight back at where we're just at. And all I see is, like I said, it's like records, and gravity, what gravity, how things can fall forward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them goes backwards, straight up,
No shit.
Straight up.
So,
Something
like that?
right in front of me. Nobody else is there in the store. Nobody. We had just touched those same crates.
And she saw that.
And I thought it was her. So
Oh, you
she
thought
was
it
like,
was-
no, they flapped and they smacked. And that's why I said go.
Yeah, so you're about
Yeah.
to say, like, why'd you smack that so hard? And she's
Yeah.
like, fuck that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I saw
Cut me
smack
off in
that
the middle
shit.
of my
Yeah,
thought and
what?
sentence. And I'm just like, what's
yeah.
going on? And
Jesus.
I looked back and I was like, let me see what's going on. Just, double check. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And as soon as it just went straight back.
Fuck,
I'm just like,
dude.
okay, now we can go. Now we can check out.
Yeah.
We already have stuff in our hands. Let's go check out.
Yeah.
So we go to check out and we go to the front and we talked to the guy and he was like, how did you like everything?
Scared of shit?
And we're like, well, everything was cool in the store, but besides all that stuff that just happened, he was like, so what happened? He's like, what happened in front of the door? I go, I felt this little warm feeling in my gut and stuff. And he was like, really? He was like, that's a little 9-year-old that likes to hug people around that door.
Yeah. So he knew what the fuck was gonna happen.
He knew.
That's why he's
said
asking you. He's
Yeah,
like,
he wants to know what I'm gonna feel before he says anything about
set
it.
you up. He's like, go over there.
Yeah, leading me to a crazy place. But
a 9-year-old.
Yeah, he said it was a straight 9-year-old. I can't remember his name. He said his name too. He was like he had died around this area and he loves this place.
Why
and
attracting 9-year-old boys?
Hey,
all right.
I didn't attract him. He gave to me. I had no candy in my pocket, no nothing like that. I was hungry myself. So
got
I'm
no
just saying.
popsicles.
But yeah, he says it's a little boy and this and that, and we go, well, the posters started moving, and it was when she was around, and he was like, oh, he likes to mess with the girls too. He likes to pull their dresses or their shirts, and he likes to mess with the movies, especially if they're by themselves. He likes to mess with them, by themselves. And this and that, we're like, he confirmed everything that just happened before he even said anything. And we were like, okay, we can check out and we got to go now. We're going to eat breakfast now. And we're just like, because there was a female that supposedly took her life in the tub there.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if she was
what
the
room
help
was
or something
it?
like that. Room 11.
And then what happened?
Supposedly a lady. I don't know if she was the help or something, but she committed suicide in the tub.
Bathtub?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
a
then
lot of
obviously
people,
stay away from that room.
Yeah.
It's a hot spot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the hot spot.
Yeah,
I was upstairs in like room 27 or something like that. Didn't really have nothing happen in my room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I walked around in the middle of the night, got some orbs, this and that. I got a miss.
You did a little excursion yourself.
Yeah, I do investigations here and there.
Okay.
Just, I'm kind of a beginner. I'm not an expert, but I mean, I do my research. And I have my limits.
Yeah.
I know don't mess with demons, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's to me. I
So
don't,
from someone who's, well, I guess I can say it like a fanatic, to that be your story means that really fucking scared the shit out of you, dude.
It did.
Really,
Once he told me what happened, like that was a little boy. It made me look around, like, where is he at? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, whoa! Like he hugged me,
That's-
and then
yeah,
for him
terrifying.
to mess with all that stuff, I'm like, that's the first. And for me to witness that poster just to move up by itself, I was like, okay.
But it was actually two of you too witnessing that. That's crazy.
And it's like, I can never forget that.
Yeah,
I can never forget that.
She'll never forget that either.
No,
she's your ex.
No. She won't ever go back.
She's
She's not into that stuff.
Yeah, she's fucking praying somewhere.
Yeah. Wherever she's at now. Yeah, wherever she's at now, she's praying like, this guy took me some dark way. Like, and it wasn't even on purpose either. So
Yeah.
No, but that place is a good place. Virginia City, that whole town, good people, good food. But if you're there for any kind of ghost, spiritual stuff like that, you're gonna get something. The Washoe Club, Silver Queen, all that stuff.
It's good to know, man. Because
And do people like tour too? And
oh, they do tours.
Yeah.
They do mining tours. They had a lot of mining back then with the silver. That's why it's a silver state.
yeah.
The Mackey Mansion is another one. I didn't really experience anything. Like I said, the girl I was with at the time and stuff, they for some reason they loved her. They were poking on her and this and that.
floating like help.
She was seeing things and this and that. I'm like, oh, hey, that's cool.
I don't see a goddamn thing. They're floating in the background.
I'm like, wait, can you take a picture with her? Let me see. Hold on, stay still.
Fuck, that's crazy.
But yeah.
Cool, dude, yeah. Good.
And I'm down to do more of those. Like if you guys ready to go,
I'm down, dude.
I'm
Fuck
actually
yeah.
readers.
Me and my brother.
I'm super down.
Both of us are definitely.
I'm down to be in the
cahoots,
background
dude,
and kind of
that's for
check
sure.
it out.
No, I'm
But learning the history of it too, you know what I mean? That's why I go with respect, when I do things like that and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You can't go in there knuckle-headed and just start talking crap, or start egging things on because that's when you get attachments
I just want to see a reaction.
things like that. Yeah,
But not like a mad reaction, just like,
I'm good
if
for
you're
my
here,
TV.
give me a sign.
I'll watch you all crazy.
Although I
do
did
that
say,
shit.
like, we should
I'll
do
watch
the
it on my
Ouija
TV.
board on cast.
But yeah.
I was down for that.
I don't know about a Ouija board.
No Ouija board.
No Ouija boards.
Yeah,
Like I said, I draw my lines.
That's
I draw my lines.
scary,
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Now you're talking crazy.
Yeah, no. I'm with you on that one, brother. But no.
Really want to do it.
But yeah,
Alright,
that's
yeah,
my story
good.
right there, man.
Yeah, that was a good story, dude.
That was fantastic, dude. You nailed it.
So we want to hear from Brando.
Okay. So this was probably before you guys were born. I was doing babysitting job. Back then, there was things called jobs where you work for your money, right?
The one that I have with you, yeah.
Mowing yards and babysitting was what I did when I was a young lad, and I was babysitting a girl and a boy from a family friend of my mother's, and I put them down for a nap because that's what they do. They take naps. And I'm downstairs. There's an upstairs and downstairs. And I'm sitting downstairs and I'm watching TV very quietly and being proper. And I hear upstairs, noises, footsteps basically. And I look up and there's nobody up there. Okay, they're just messing around, mucking around like little kids do. And I get up and I investigate and I look and I go, they're still laying in bed. So I go back down going, okay, they're just playing. So I go back down and I'm watching whatever's on TV. I don't even know what it was. Sally Jesse Raphael, whatever the hell was on TV. Yeah. And again, I hear footsteps running and the bathroom door shutting.
Oh, shit.
Very loud. Yeah. And that caught my attention because that was very loud and, stands out. And I got up and I did the same thing and I wanted to, hey, if they're mucking around, go to bed. They were still in bed and they were sleeping.
What the fuck?
And I go, this is not okay. I go back downstairs thinking, okay, there's the kids again playing with me.
Yeah.
And this time I hear the girl, she screams, and it was not very loud, but it was loud enough for me to get my attention. And I got up and I walked upstairs again, and I investigated. And this before I even got up to the maybe third or fourth step of the top. It was a 2-story condo, 2 or 3 steps above the top, and the door to the bathroom slammed.
Oh shit, dude!
And the toilet flushed.
And the toilet flushed
at this almost not. I wouldn't say it exactly the same time. Like maybe a split second.
Wow.
And I go, okay, and I look at the bedroom, and there's only 3 people in the house, me and the two kids.
And they're both in bed. Son of a bitch, dude. That is creepy as fuck.
As soon as I saw that was happening, and I'm only, I want to say 15 years old at the time, I grabbed the 2 kids, as you would do, and I told them, we're going outside. Yeah. And I grabbed them, and we went outside, and I will never babysit them again, but... that was
that's spooky.
That was my first one.
Definitely. That scares me.
Nope.
I'm a grown ass man in my own house. Nope. I'm scared to go to bed.
Nope. As soon as that happened, nope, dude, not happening.
What's crazy is like you nonchalantly, you just like fucking acted on it. Like, oh,
yeah, I mean,
I have no time to figure out if it's a ghost or not. Like,
shit, money's money, man. Like I'm about the money. Shit,
best babysitter in this part of town.
Damn California shit. No, that was my one and only. Well, I can't say one and only, but that was definitely the one. That was the one.
Yeah,
right. That was the
that's
one.
Just scariest. Yeah,
definitely the one.
Well, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Okay, so I will go.
Next.
I have a couple. I have a short one and a decently timed one. So I'll start with the short one first. It is. I used to live in with my father in the Tower District. It's a place here in the town that we live in, and it's obviously a district here in the town we live in, and the houses are real. It was one of those towns that was created back when this town was really young, so it's an older town. So most of the houses are old fashioned. There's some Spanish style houses, stuff like that.
Right.
And we lived in a Spanish style house, so the porch was kind of like an awning type, not clay, but like stucco awning type porch, and there was big pillars, one on each side.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
So, and then there was a concrete. 2-step up to get onto the porch.
The porch was big too.
Yeah, big porch.
Yeah.
So I would get home from I don't know, seeing my mom or school or something, and my stepdad would pick me up and bring me home. And one day he picked me up and we pulled up, and he was like, I gotta go do something. I don't know. He had to go do something. I don't know. And I was like, all right, and I get out of the car, I get my backpack, and I start walking up to the stoop or the porch. And I hit the first step, and then I hear my dad calling out to me, like, hey, Nick, come here. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Well, I'm not like, what the fuck, but I'm like, oh, shit, okay, my dad wants me.
Right.
So there's a side door, where I thought where he was calling me from. So instead of going inside the front door, I go around I start to walk around to the
back.
I mean, instead of going in the front door, I start to walk around to the side door.
Yeah.
So as I get ready to step down off of the porch to go to the side door, I take a look back into the front door, which was a glass door, security door, and I see my dad looking at me like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, maybe then it was my stepdad, Patrick.
Yeah,
so I
his
walk
voice.
around. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm following the voice. So I'm like, look at him. Like, hold on. Like, I'm gonna go see over here. And I go around and I walk to the side door, which was split second. Takes me a second or less to get, or probably like we'll say 3 seconds or less to get from the porch to the side door. It's a smaller house.
Yeah.
So I get around to the side door and I open it, and I hear my dad's voice call me from behind me. He's in the backyard, and he says, what are you doing? Where are you going there? He's like, what does he say? He's like, I don't know, something along the lines of like, where's your stepdad? Where's Patrick? What do you, like, I'm out here, like, come and say hi, something like that. And I look back, and he scares the shit out of me because I don't expect him to be back there.
Because you're looking for him.
Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to find you. Like, what's going on, And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you were inside calling me right now. I saw you at the front door. And my dad tells me that he hasn't been in the house for the last few hours.
Oh, whoa.
So
wait, what?
The person I saw was my dad. It was my dad.
You saw him.
He was wearing the clothes my dad wears, but the funny thing was he was wearing different clothes when I saw him in the backyard.
Oh, that's even scarier, dude.
So it's not your dad that your stepdad, it's your father.
Yeah, this is my father. My stepdad picked me up, took me to. Well, my dad's gay, so that's his.
But that's not.
Well, I'm just saying that's why I say stepfather, stepfather. You know.
But who you saw was your father, right?
Who I saw was my father. My stepfather picked me up from school. I got out of the car and he went to do something else. That's where he leaves the story. But then I hear my dad call me as I'm walking in to the front door.
Your father.
He goes around.
Yeah,
he
my
sees
father.
his dad and
Yeah.
keeps on going.
And then I hear my dad call me to come around, and as I start to go around, I see my dad. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, maybe it's my stepdad, because why would he call me if he's right here in front of me?
Sure.
So as I go around to the side door, my dad calls me from behind me, and it's like, what's going on? What are you doing? It's like, I was like, I just saw you at the front door. What's going on? And he's like, I've been out here for the last 3 hours. What are you talking about? He's doing yard work or something. And at the time, I didn't really put it together. I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay, well, I thought I saw you. But as I think about it, as I thought about it, yeah, I'm like, no, that was my fucking dad. And I know I didn't just, see whatever I saw, because I saw exactly what he was wearing. He's wearing this blue shirt with this, stretched out collar, like an older shirt, and his shorts.
Damn, you got detail too.
Yeah, well, he wears the same thing all the time. Yeah.
Crazy.
But he was wearing, when he was in the backyard, the real dad was different.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
It was, I think, was a doppelganger.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Good twist on that one.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't think about that.
After hearing stories and growing up and actually researching, not just researching because of that, but just hearing about shit, and then researching that topic. But yeah, that's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's my first one. The second one is a cryptid sighting I had. This was with my cousins. My one of my aunts, she has a cousin. Well, my cousin, my aunt's son, he's older than me. We went camping or just, I think it was just, we went up to the snow or something. I don't think we stayed. But me and him and my other cousin, his sister, who's just younger than us, we went kind of along the trail just to go hang out, fuck with shit. We were kids. And before we leave, my aunt tells us to watch out like for bears or lions or just wildlife. Like, just be careful if you see something, yell. They'll leave you alone. It's Sequoia or Yosemite, so it's just like whatever. I think it was around the time when bears were starting to wake up or mate or
coming
some
out of their
shit
hibernation.
Like that. Yeah. So she was like, just stay aware. If you see one, let me know, or yell or something. It's
right.
We around here we don't get too many crazy bears. It's just black bears or mountain lions. So we
Crazy enough.
go farther in to the woody area, and we kind of hear like a bunch of shit up above us in the trees. We're like, what the fuck's going on? We're kids. We don't give a fuck. We just thought it's birds. Mm-hmm. So we keep walking a little farther in. At this point, we can't see my aunt anymore. Yeah. And I'm thinking, fuck, maybe we should go back because this is kind of scary. Yeah. There's no one there. It's a tourist area where we were at, but at this time there was no one there.
And dead silence.
And really quiet.
Yeah. And
then that's now, knowing what I know now, when it's really quiet, then it's bad. If it's quiet in the woods, that's a bad sign.
I don't know about you, but it's nap time for me.
So me, my cousin, and me and both my cousins, my boy cousin and my smaller girl cousin, we start walking a little farther in. I get the feeling like, oh, maybe we should go back.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm thinking that, out of the corner of my eye here, I see some movement, and I think it's another person. But what it is, it's two bear cubs.
No shit.
Coming out, running, full fucking force, full pace. Two black bear cubs running. And my cousin, my older cousin, he's kind of a little more versed in what that means. And he's like, we gotta go. Those are cubs. We gotta go. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we get ready to, bolt out of there. And these cubs kind of turn tail. And the mom is right behind them. She's booking it. She sees us. And we're like, fuck. Threat. We're like, yeah, like, I don't know what's going on. It's almost like a dream to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a kid. And, he starts to grab me to run. But the mom turns tail with him. Bounces. Gets the fuck out of there.
What the fuck?
Like, what the fuck's going on?
Lucky.
So, still quiet. Still very quiet. Both two cubs, a mom. We make contact with them. And they run the other way. Obviously, it's not because of us.
Yeah, exactly.
So we hear like just some rustling come a little farther out of like the wooded area.
Okay.
Where you could still, it's not super wooded. It's like, it's Yosemite. So it's like there's trees dotted, but you can still kind of see. But the trees are really big. So there's something hiding behind there. There's something hiding behind there. And we hear some rustling, and then we hear big snap. Crack. Like someone not just stepped on a stick, but just fucking broke down a branch. Like you ever hung on a branch?
Yeah.
And that breaks,
it's
crack, that sound.
That crack.
And we immediately, obviously look at it in that direction. We see nothing. We just
already scared from the fucking bears.
Still quiet as fuck. And, we're just kind of looking like, at this point, we're like, what the fuck's going on over there? Like, what was that noise? What's happening? And then we see a big, huge, like, my cousin said it was another bear walking out, but I saw fingers on a hand with fingers and black fur come out
like
and hold onto a tree. Hold on.
Bigfoot?
A hand hold onto a tree, grab a tree.
Taking a piss.
And then something starts to come and look out, but it was just like a big black, I think it was the top of his head.
It was drunk.
And I think he kind of peeked out, but I didn't see. I was real young and I was really scared, so I couldn't remember his eyes.
Yeah,
they're,
it was
they're
a
not
drunk.
It was happening fast too.
It was a drunk Bigfoot taking a piss on a tree.
Yeah. So
there you go.
And when I saw that, and then I saw the head peek out.
Bears? shivers.
At that point, and like when the hand comes out, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then you see a head come out.
Yeah.
That's at that point, I'm like, oh fuck, let's go, like let's go, let's
We're not
run.
here for
And
that.
we ran,
There's no time to investigate.
Yeah.
We are out of here.
So we run out of there, fucking never go back there.
Damn.
And I think it was a Bigfoot.
I would have back.
I think it was a
scary.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
He used to hear folks.
Unless it was a bear and I was
cool,
just
though. That's a
young.
great
but,
story.
It was a
dude.
drunk Bigfoot that took a piss on a tree.
I love Bigfoot
But
stories.
I remember specifically what makes me think that it wasn't a bear was I remember
the fingers.
The fingers.
I remember fingers on a hand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fingers on a hand.
All along, it was like a lost gorilla.
Yeah.
Or another Nick.
Came from Chappie. Yeah, my twin brother.
Nick's been casting shade to me all night, so fuck him. Yeah, it probably was another.
It was another
When I
Nick.
think about it, the trees are obviously huge, and when it put its hand on the tree, it was probably maybe, I don't know, like, I'm really bad with feet, but probably like 50 feet from us.
Damn, that's a half football length.
When you can see the hand, it was very massive, big enough for me to see the fingers. And when it put its hand up on the tree, it was able to touch the first branch on
Like grab it.
one of the oak trees. Yeah, because the branches don't start until pretty high up.
12 feet or higher.
So it was able, when it put its hand up, it was touching the first branch.
I'm assuming.
I think it was ready to break another branch.
I'm assuming you're talking. You said you were in Yosemite, right?
I was in Yosemite.
So they're more or less sequoias.
Yeah, like sequoia trees.
Tall trees. Yeah, they really don't start branches until like 10, maybe more.
And it was probably from head to toe maybe like 8 feet, and then plus the hand.
Yep, that's another 13, 14 feet.
Yeah. I think I've told you that one before.
Bitch.
Yeah, I think I've told everyone that one. So
Yeah, he was taking a piss, dude, and you scared the shit out of you. That's all I'm saying.
That was scary. Yeah.
Scared the fuck
Every
out
time I talk about it, it gives me.
That's fucking dope, though, man. You had a fucking Bigfoot sighting. That's fucking.
Yeah, but I didn't see like his face.
No, but still,
it
like
was
you
just a
had
hand.
the fucking reminiscences
Experience,
of
the
a
brush,
fucking.
scare,
Yeah,
the
it
scare.
was
That's what
something-
it's
I've
all about.
heard
It's all
different
about
stories of the
scare.
same shit. Yeah, I've heard different stories of the same fucking kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so fucking dope, man. Fucking cool.
Yeah,
Jared,
so those are
Me?
stories.
where the fuck are you coming into this? I want to hear your shit.
Mine's not as
Right now,
spooky
you're
or,
in luck.
Supernatural as your guys', but it is a little bit of a, like a head twister or a, let me just say it. So my
Good idea.
I was 17 or 18 at the time, so I was of age. There wasn't like the whole. I was so young, so like my imagination didn't, carry me away. Yeah. But it was me. I was going to my brother's house or my brother's apartment, and at that time, as being 17 or 18, that was the party house. I would go there, I would do my thing, drink my drink with him and all of our friends. We'd all get together.
Your chiladas.
That was the party house,
Oh, this was after the chilada.
This is over on Fowler and Bullard.
Oh, okay. This was right after the chilada time. Chiladas. Remember, my brother used to get you a chilada.
Yeah. It's actually right after that. Yeah. So we would go to this my brother's apartment, and the way his apartment was set up was like it was a gated community. The gates would open up, and when you drive in. Conveniently, my brother's apartment was straight across, dead on. So like the guest parking was right here. All I would do was just drive straight in, park, and walk to my brother's apartment. He was on the second floor, but I would walk along the sidewalk. I'd walk up the stairs. I could see my brother's door, and I could see his little window. Yeah. And so
Okay.
it was.
Hey,
calm down.
Yeah.
But it was a weekly thing. I'd come over with a 12-pack, maybe some, little tree, have a good old time, and it was a day like any other, and I had already linked up with him, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna go to the liquor store, I'm gonna go grab us, a pack, and I'll be right back. And I go to the store and I do my thing. I come back, I park into the parking lot where I can see my family or the whole entryway, and I'm walking up the sidewalk. I'm all excited, ready to have a good time, and I see the door and I see the little window, and just to let you guys know, my brother has 2 kids, and I saw one of the kids like peek their head through the window, and like you can even see the blinds like down, and you can see them peek their head through the window, and like they like smash their head in so the blinds bend a bit. And I'm looking, I'm like, and I'm waving up my nephew. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm here, Uncle's here, you know. And I go up there. I'm like, they're all excited. Everyone's excited, you know. And I bust through the door. I'm like, hey, I go, how'd you guys know I was here? But when I bust through the window, or when I bust through,
you bust through the window?
When I bust through the door,
damn.
So I bust through the door. They're sitting there just watching TV. I'm like, how'd you guys know I was here? And they look at me like shocked, like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I go, you guys didn't know I was here? I go, where's Justice? That's my nephew. That's the kid I thought I saw, you know? He's like, he's asleep. I go, well, where's Jasmine, his sister? Maybe that was her. Maybe I was confused. And he's like, she's in the shower. Then I go, well, who was at the window right now looking at me? And they went from, like, looking at me confused to scared as fuck. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, one of the kids was just looking at me through the window right now. Waiting, like, you know, I thought you guys, like...
Chair wasn't Justice?
It wasn't Justice. He was asleep. He was dead. And I even said that. I was like, and I went and I looked, and he was asleep. And they were like, shut up. Like, you're fucking lying. I was like, no, well, I saw somebody. Like, who was it? Like, you sure Jasmine didn't walk out or anything from her shower, or Justice wasn't, like, sneaking out to you know, they're kids. They're like 5 or 6, you know? I was like, no, he's asleep, and, you know, we double-checked, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Because they've already had some spooky shit going on in that house, or apartment.
Already?
Already, yeah. And that made me fucking shit bricks, bro. I was like, all right, what did I do? Fucking let's crack this open, because that shit was fucking scary as fuck. I was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys can either believe me or not, but I know what I saw.
Did you run? Did you leave, or what'd you do?
You cracked open the beer.
Like, come on,
You
man.
sit with their kids, man.
Oh shit! Like they're scary and all, but we ain't no bitches.
No, I'd been gone.
We're getting down with the undead. They're gonna drink with us.
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
But yeah, you're talking to the guy who wants to do a Ouija board, you know?
I don't know.
I say
I'll
I
do it.
I'm just. That's a big talk.
Then we'll be talking to the guy who's gonna disappear in 2 weeks. No. Remember when we were talking to him?
No.
But no, dude, like, you know, they knew I was like dead on serious, because when I came in, I was happy. I was like, hey, how'd you guys know the party's here? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that made me like, what do you mean? I'm like, what the hell? So it's not all spooky, or, you know, I didn't see no gremlins or monsters or anything like that. But I did fucking get my I did shit some bricks, dude. Like, my whole heart fucking
fuck
sank.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's scary, dude. Yeah.
There's some family shit going on. You gotta nut up or shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have shut it up and ran.
Phew. Well, do you have any more? You didn't? Is that it?
I mean, my brother told me one that happened recently here in this house. If you guys are too not scared enough to know,
Let's hear it.
it was something really small. I had went to I woke up. It was maybe like a month ago. I woke up. I ran to the store because we were out of like coffee creamer or whatever, and I just came back, and I went over to my Keurig over there in the kitchen, and started making some coffee. I just put my little pot in, started doing it, and I'm just sitting there just resting by the kitchen and looking on my phone. And my brother, he works nights, so I'm always expecting him to come home when I'm making my coffee. And the way my room is set up is where the back window right here can see the main street, so when you're driving, you can see my back window, which normally I keep it closed or whatever, and I always keep it closed. And so my brother comes home from work in the morning. It's around like 8 or 9, and he's like, "Hey," and he goes like, "I knew you were up. I saw you." And I'm like, I'm still kind of like groggy in the morning, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what do you mean you saw me?" He's like, "Saw you in the window right now." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" I was like, "I wasn't in my window." Like, now I'm kind of like a little bit more like peculiar, because I'd never go open my windows and be like, "Hey, sunshine,"
fully
good
nude,
morning,
fully nude.
Once in a while I do that. But
yes, sir.
Not that day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what? Like normal, like my shit's always shut,
Yeah.
He's like, I saw you. I saw your fucking beard or your mustache and your goatee
and your balls.
He's like, I saw, and your white ass face. He was like, I saw that thing looking through the window when I was driving by, and I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. We gotta go. I did not look through the window at all. And now I'm like, I need my coffee. Like, what the fuck is going on? He's you know how Justin is, man. He's been around the block, the spooky block.
Yeah.
And he was like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, I dead ass fucking saw you looking at me through the window. Or not looking at me, but looking out towards the window. And I was like, damn, that, I have to sleep in that room tonight.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, gonna drink my coffee and go to work.
Another doppelganger, dude.
So you said that earlier, but I wasn't sure like what you meant by that. Like when you say doppelganger, I know what doppelganger is, like those, like a splitting image.
It'd be like I don't know if it's a cryptid or it's more supernatural, but it's like when you see someone who looks exactly the same as someone else. And they make an appearance, or they could be like a disembodied, or well, not disembodied, but like a ethereal, something
like a not evaporation, but what's that word? An apparition.
Apparition, yeah, something like that, but still looks the same as you, or it could be a full-bodied, like I saw my dad, or like he saw you in the window.
Right.
That could be like a doppelganger. I don't know how they get there or how they leave.
It just happens.
Yeah,
it just happens. I do have one more, but it's not. I mean, it's not scary, but it's. I mean, I literally was watching Nightmare Before Christmas Part 3.
What?
Yeah, Nightmare
on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
Nightmare Before Christmas Part 3.
There's a Part 3.
We were just thinking about it.
The two.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, and I was sitting in bed, and I'm like,
wrong Johnny Depp movie.
I love this movie to the death, and I'm like, dude, this is so creepy. And I don't know if it was because of the movie, because the movie is fucking lame as shit.
Yeah.
But the music in itself kind of enthralled me, and I'm sitting there by myself, and there's nobody in the house. Nobody. My mom and dad are at work, and all I have is a dog. And I'm sitting there in my bed, and I'm watching the movie, and my door opens, and I look, and I'm like, oh man, there's nobody there. What the hell? So I'm freaking out, going, okay. Shit. And here comes this little dog, just picking his head around. Nay. And he takes off. I was like, okay, so it wasn't as creepy as I thought, but still. Just the moment of.
Did you have a dog?
I did have a dog.
You shit your pants for one quick second.
I did. Yeah. I literally did. It's like I said, it wasn't like creepy, but it was like creepy. That's it.
That happens to me all the time because we have chihuahuas at the house, and they like to headbutt the door.
Headbutt the door?
Yeah, in.
That's exactly
so
what happened.
All of a sudden, you'll be laying down, and you see boom,
the door open.
What the fuck? You see nothing.
That's happened.
And then you hear the little dog.
Son of a bitch.
I think. Okay, so Jared has a little tidbit from his brother.
I think it's more than a tidbit. I think it's documentation of a real life ghost.
A little documentation of a real life ghost, guys. A real life
not
one.
A dead ghost, a live ghost.
A live one. Do you want to explain this before we?
I can give a little bit of a backstory beforehand because I guess the context would help. So
it would help.
My brother has a recording of, I guess you can say, it's like a ball underneath the blanket. He's on his bed relaxing, and it's a ball that looks like it's crawling around the bed. And the thing about that, which makes it peculiar, is that in that house, I had a dog who was it was a toy Yorkie, real small, petite dog, and she was always around me. It was not by choice. I didn't choose that dog, but we just grown to get attached to each other, and so long story short, she ended up passing away in my bed.
All right. So this is a video that Jared's brother took. He just told you guys about it, and I forgot. So
if you look at this video, just come up with your own conclusion on what you think what happened.
Definitely let us know if you feel like it's like the wind, or because all these conclusions have been brought to us.
I will say, if you believe me or not, he definitely, this is not staged, this is not trick, this is nothing like that.
No.
So
Definitely not.
Give us your opinion.
All right,
enjoy, man.
See, it even starts with the low. Let me see. So low, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty low. But even then, that really doesn't matter. It's just,
it's just him talking. Yeah. He's just saying, I'm cool with it if it's cool with me.
I see it right now. Like moving.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
And it's active. It's very
look
active.
at that. It's going around and around. Like,
it just went from there to there.
Unless you're...
Like, if it was wind...
Yeah,
and
move the fucking blanket.
There. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Sorry, man. That just...
Nope. Justin's even like, fuck, dude. I don't know. But anyways, make him comfortable.
I'm fucking crazy.
And the way it moves around. Like, if it was wind, it would just be
yeah,
blowing.
No, it's inconsistent. It goes from spot to spot.
Dude.
Wait till the screen turns light again. And yep, there it is. And he points it out, too. He's like, what the fuck is that?
Dude.
That's a trip and a half.
He's like, all I want to do is watch this movie.
I'm sorry, dude. That shit is some fucking crazy
he does
shit.
It again.
Yeah, I'm yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know.
I agree.
It's a trip.
It's a trip. Yep. Nope. That sums
What
it
do you
up.
guys think? You think
that's something?
I think it's
that's something, man.
I think it's something. Yeah, it's
documented.
I don't know if it's a dog or.
You think that it might be, but it's definitely spiritual, dude. Would you guys agree on that?
Yeah, it's definitely spiritual. A spirit, yeah.
I mean,
supernatural.
Or do you
supernatural.
do you guys think that there's some scientifically?
There's nothing scientific about that.
I mean, there's nothing I've ever seen at least that would explain
if it was scientific,
the wind or something.
he proved it wrong by opening the sheets.
And even hitting the sheets. And there was we didn't show the audience, but there was a part where he even hit the blanket and it still kept on going.
So there's nothing scientific about it. He proved that it wasn't. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
now,
that's what it...
The thing is, like, you know, viewers might think that this whole thing might have been staged, but it wasn't. You know, this is literally real life.
Okay,
situation that happened.
So can you replay that? Is there any way that you can replay that?
Yeah.
Let's see if his foot or anything that was corresponding to how far the length of his body was to touch it with his toes. That would be the only thing that I can think of. Like if it was something that his body... But you would see his legs right in that.
Look how intricate the whole movement is. It's all
that's
over
just
the place.
ramble. But you would see the length of his legs, right? Okay. Moving the sheet, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he starts talking,
but his body is facing towards the camera.
Yeah.
So he's not on the bed.
But even if it was his foot, look, there it is.
It's over there. It's up on the top.
It's now all of a sudden it's over there. So how the hell would
it's too small to be his foot anyway?
No,
like
even the crinkles of the fucking sheets.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There was nothing flat where his indicates his legs. So that's not his legs, and he shows it right there.
Yeah.
So I
you have a ghost on camera.
I don't know. That's a
ghost.
Yeah,
that's something, man. I mean, that's documented.
And my brother's hanging out with him.
And he's like, fuck it. Oh, I love it.
And he's got his
I fucking love you, brother. He's fucking almost fully nude, just going, fuck it. I'm going to hang out with
the
this
bowl
fucking
of
ghost.
spaghetti, ready to watch a movie.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a
movie.
movie.
As long as he doesn't fuck with me, we're okay.
We're fucking good, man. You just hang out with me. Fuck it.
And he's pointing at him.
I fucking, dude. That's something.
Like,
that's not something you don't fuck around.
That's Zoe.
Dude. No fucking way. And he shows it again.
Yeah.
That's double.
That's double.
That's double.
Double trouble.
Dude, no way. No way. That's something. He's definitely got something. He needs to send that shit into somewhere where somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I think he did actually.
Did he?
Yeah, he has. And he might win like a Jason Voorhees something or another.
Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th.
It was like a Friday the 13th thing, and he sent in his little video, and it got picked up, and
I bet
he needed votes, but then
he needed votes. So why didn't you just call the bat signal out?
Because you got to pay money to
to call the bat signal. You got to pay
money
electricity.
Well, yeah, you gotta pay the electricity.
It was like $10 for like a, like, oh,
Jeez,
I voted.
man, see how funny money works that way? Like, fuck.
Funny
man.
money.
You got fucking solid proof.
Yeah, but
There's
if you don't have $10,
Oh, you
that's
only got
so
$10. Well, I'm not spending $10.
So what do you guys think? You guys, that's officially a ghost?
There's something.
Some kind of entity.
Something.
I'll tell you this right now. I've seen Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters, and I've never seen some fucking thing like that on that or that show. No. That fucking was clear as day, scary as like that, or clearer. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I've never ever seen, especially someone I've known.
Augie agrees, and Augie's he's in on all that.
I've never seen anything like, even on, like you said, on film or anything like that, like
right?
Ghost Adventures and stuff. It's not an imprint.
We want to see that. We want to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
things like that I've seen, but for it to be underneath the blanket and to move
so close, yeah.
He opened it, and I keep thinking maybe it's one of those heater blankets and it's malfunctioning.
Right.
But it's not a heater blanket. And it's a regular comforter.
And he does everything that the viewer,
He
open it up. He hits it. He opens it up, and it's
that's
true.
Something totally different.
Well, folks, you saw it here first, and you saw it here live. A real life ghost on camera. What we're gonna do is we're gonna end it here, and we are going to go to sleep. I don't know. What do you guys got planned?
No, we were gonna
go home, go to sleep.
We were gonna do a hot takes and screen bites, but this has gone a little too far. Which has been great.
So what we were gonna do originally was, like I said in the beginning of the episode, we were gonna record hot takes and screen bites for you guys. First episode ever of Hot Takes and Screen Bites. But what we're going to do is that epilogue we were talking about, we're going to record it then. It's still going to release on the same day. It's going to release the Monday after the Friday that this releases. Mm-hmm. So that's the 23rd, I think. So definitely be expecting that still. But, it's movie magic. It's all going to happen behind the scenes.
Right.
There was something, though, the football.
That's all going to be in with hot takes.
That will be
it's going to be added too. We have a lost episode in which we were going to add. Brandon's boots on the ground journalism. He was asking some people, a few people actually, quite a few people, what their favorite snack is
for football
season.
Yeah. And, Tis the season.
Not a good season for us, but hey, it's the season.
Apparently not for them either.
Who?
The people that I recorded.
Yeah.
Them too.
That one too.
The Rams are doing great. But anyways.
So we're gonna get you guys that right on time as planned. We'll see you guys for the epilogue. We hope that you enjoy this year. This Halloween special spooky spectacular episode. And we also hope you guys enjoyed the last 3 episodes that we posted up on YouTube and the last 13 episodes that we have on Spotify. It's the funnest thing that I've done in a really long time. And I enjoy doing this podcast with you guys.
Keep responding to us too. Keep commenting.
Keep commenting. You guys are doing great.
We listen to everything you guys say.
By the way, that viewer that sent in that Halloween trivia, we didn't forget about you. We're going to get back to you and have you do some holiday trivia for us. Maybe some New Year's trivia or some fucking Valentine's trivia whenever we come back. So, keep your pen handy. It was a great episode. And we can't wait to see you guys for the epilogue, and we definitely can't wait to see you guys for what we got planned in the new year. That was the Fandom Project. You guys have a good one.
Signing off.